Warning. The following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, postnasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
Yo,
Yo,
ladies and joins,
I implore you.
I implore you. How's everybody doing tonight? Another live episode of Grown Man Record Night and friends. Stay tuned for that a little bit later in the show program. Got Jay sitting in with me tonight. Steve's got yet another gig.
He's
So-
gonna be on that stage again tomorrow.
He's a rock and roll star. I don't know if you guys.
That's his second home, he says.
I don't know if you guys are
Stage.
into rock and roll music or not, but Steve's a rock and roll man at
He's
heart,
He's a rocker.
by heart, in heart.
Man, I saw that picture of Steve playing that bass guitar last weekend, man.
Yeah. You pull your britches off and look at it.
Wearing a scarf. That's real rock and roll right
Oh,
there.
and in fucking July, that is rock and roll.
I think he even had some leather pants on.
Oh Jesus! Come on, take it easy.
No, he didn't. I think Steve's gonna get some. I think I talked him into it at one point.
Going to the rock and roll store in the mall. I go to the stand-up comedian store in the mall and I buy my Kevin James pants with my black button-up shirt.
He didn't wear any kind of pants.
These 90s, yeah. Do you remember the black baggy pants with the black dress shirt for his stand-up special in the 90s?
Oh, stand-up special. I just know the show more than stand-up. But.
Well, we're off to a fucking banner start tonight, Jay.
You know what? Jay Leno's funny. Hey, that's my Jay Leno impression.
Yeah, but
Hey, is this thing on?
don't touch the microphone. Had a fantastic show last week. Carl the Envelope came up, hung out with us, hung out with us. Perfect, nailed it. And then we went digging on Saturday. Nothing like digging with a little record night hangover, just dilly dangling around in your pocket. It's a little something special. It feels unlike anything in the entire fucking world. And we went over and did a little dig sesh in Greensboro, which is 20 minutes down the road. And put a little YouTube video up about it. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. It's good time stuff. We had a blast. Good stuff. Picked up some good records. And I even told what I got on. I didn't go like, stay tuned for Dig of the Week. Because people that don't watch the live stream are like, well, fuck off. You're not even going to show us what you got? I kind of get that. So I decided to show what I got. And it allowed me to even play some of those records tonight. And we'll talk about some more of those. I left them up there. So you're going to have to help me out with the ones I left up there.
You left what up there?
Some of the records we didn't play. But anyway.
Okay.
Cheesesteak looked good. It really did. That's a great cheesesteak place, but I was waiting on some of the Northeast people to shit all over us. We're like, well, cheesesteaks are not. Yeah, I know. I mean, I've had Philly cheesesteaks, and
Next to where?
I prefer that. Gasson's.
Next to where?
Huh?
Next to where?
What do you mean next to what? Who said next?
I want to stop by that place. You got that cheese. Where's that cheesesteak place? Which one you're talking about?
Gassan's.
Where?
The only Gassan's. There's only one now.
Where?
Battleground. Right next to McKay's. Is that what somebody?
There's still.
Oh, I
one of
almost
those
stopped by
around?
the place you got cheese away from Winston. Yeah.
I didn't know it was still there. I thought they were all out of business.
What, Gassan's?
Yeah.
No, it was popping. And Carl enjoyed his cheesesteak. I got the grilled chicken salad because I'm still low carbon, like 24/7 low carb, even on the weekends. Low carb city. And already just
Y'all drove all the way from Hippo to Gassan's?
no, we went there first.
So you drove across town to shop for records after you ate at Gassan's?
It was literally 5 minutes.
That's Battleground to.
It's 5 minutes.
That's a long drive, man. It's the other side of town.
No.
It's the other side of the tracks over there.
But,
man. You're talking about North Greensboro.
No, that's not North Greensboro.
Well,
We're dilly-dallying. This is
kinda
what
North
happens. This is what
Greensboro. I
happens.
mean,
This is what happens. No, moving on.
No, you don't.
Nobody
Talk
gives
about
a
these
flying
shoot-
fuck
talk
about
these
the
shootings in Greensboro.
The city planning of Greensboro. Literally nobody gives a fuck about the city planning of Greensboro.
I mean, these shootings, man, are getting out of hand.
Yeah. Well, the Grasshoppers are doing okay this year, though.
Actually, they're
So,
not.
I don't care. But yeah, good time. Go check out the video if you guys hadn't. Had a blast having Carl up. You know, we normally start the program off with a joke. Of course, Jay came ill prepared. Did not have a joke. But lucky for us, it's one of those magical weekends where somebody random sent a joke in. And if you want the address to send a joke in, well, it's tough turkey. I've kind of closed that down. But somehow some people keep finding some of this shit out, whether I'm getting doxxed or whatever. This is, and ironically enough, I don't know if it's ironical, but this was signed literally the Derek Brady of Albuquerque. That's who sent this joke in. The Derek Brady of Albuquerque. Whatever that means. So, if I may, please.
Go ahead. Yeah.
A bear walks into a bar
Yeah.
and orders a whiskey,
Yeah.
and a cola.
Yeah.
Let
And
me start this over. Let me start it over. Bear walks into a bar.
wait, are you reading this? I
No.
thought This
It's
is some
not-
joke
what?
somebody sent in.
You see something I'm reading?
I thought somebody sent you in
They
this
did,
joke.
but I memorized it so I wouldn't have to like look at it.
It'd be better to have it on paper in front of you, you know.
Bear walks into a bar. The bartender says, "What do you have?" The bear says, "I'll have a whiskey and a cola." The bartender says, "Hey, why the pause?" And the bear says, "I don't know. I was born with them." All right.
I really thought
It
you
was-
were going somewhere with that whiskey thing.
What do you mean the whiskey thing?
Like you said whiskey. and then
I mean,
Coke.
I did say the word
I
whiskey.
thought you were going somewhere with like the whiskey, like a whisker kind of thing, is what I was thinking. Whisker, and then you paused, and I thought that was the end of the joke, and I thought,
Whisker, I don't even know
like,
her.
he's talking about these bears with whiskers. Do bears even have whiskers? I think they do.
That's.
I don't know.
Look it up, dear.
I don't know.
You should look it up.
I think they do.
What's those the animal encyclopedias?
Britannical.
No, the
Botanical.
what kind of speech impediment is that? They sleep standing up and they only eat at night. Remember that
My
commercial?
wildlife treasure.
Sweet pickles. You guys remember sweet pickles? Sweet pickles. Somebody remembers sweet pickles. That joke was unbearable. Okay, somebody time out Winebender. New joke.
The zoo facts or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I heard this week?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this, Jay.
I heard approximately
What?
approximately 50% of bears shit in the woods.
Why do you come over here? Jesus Christ.
I heard that this week.
That's so
So it's 50-50.
What's up, Stephen Nash? Are we drinking tonight? I don't know, man.
Since
Does a bear shit in the woods? Are we continuing this narrative?
Well, it's a 50-50 thing when you think about it.
We're continuing this narrative. Brought to you by... Hey, you know, speaking of last week's show, you know, for So to Speak, we did that diet ginger beer from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm doing this week?
What's that?
Mixing it with vodka. And it is goddamn fantastic. It's delicious, Jay. You won't try it for some reason. Jay will never take a sip of anything.
I don't really like
what?
drinking after people.
I don't either. That's why I'm giving you the other side.
No. I don't like... Well, I like vodka, right? But I don't like the first one, the ginger.
You don't like ginger ale?
I'm crazy about it. It's never been one of my favorites.
I'm telling you, Jay has a toddler diet. Does the Pope shit in his hat?
I don't know.
I mean...
I think it's a less than 50-50.
Okay.
Depends on which Pope. I don't know. There's been a lot of them.
Pope Jerry. Paul the 420th, brah. What?
That one in the 80s was pretty... That one in the 80s was pretty cool. It was pretty mainstream.
Is that Francis?
John Paul.
John Paul.
John Paul, yeah. He was pretty cool. He played soccer, I think, at one point.
Professionally?
No. I think he just got there and just dribbled around, took his shoes off.
Got it. So check out the fucking video. We mentioned that. Also, what we could not stop talking about. This is so fucking weird. Last week was a special show for a lot of different reasons, but one of the biggest reasons, Psychomaniac moderator of the channel, Shane Rocky, sent a bag of tacos to the house.
That was
right?
2 weeks ago.
It was not, Jay.
2 weeks ago.
It was literally last week. I'm supposed to be the one with a goddamn memory problem, but
It was last week.
yes,
Carl.
I know. I wasn't waiting for confirmation. I know.
Carl's here.
I know for a fact it was last week.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shane says, "Hey, there's some tacos headed our way." And earlier he'd said, "Oh, I ate some edibles," and I'm like, trolley.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Hey, they're going to be there in 15 minutes." And so I went and told the fiance and the kid. I'm like, "Hey, okay." So there could be some tacos on the way. It's possible they could be on the way, but I think he's still trolling. And he was like, "Hey, they're going to be there in 1 minute." And I'm like, "Okay, I think the tacos are on the way." But crazy. And Shane's an Ohio guy. And tacos showed up at the studio here from Ohio.
Yeah.
Now, let's put this in perspective, if we could, please. We're in a portable television studio. We got cameras and lights and shit connected to a computer system that beams this around the world. So somebody technically in Taiwan right now could turn this on and watch us. Maybe Taiwan's a bad example. Somebody across the world.
Let's say Ukraine.
You,
You know? Hey, everybody
Jay, stop right there. I'm going to go ahead and stop you right there.
everybody needs cheering up every now and then.
I'm just saying, across the world, this is being beamed around. You can just pick it up. We're literally beaming an imaginary TV show to everybody in the fucking world.
It's not imaginary. It's a real TV.
Let me finish.
It's a real TV show.
But when we woke up Saturday morning, Carl wakes up, wipes his eyes, and the first thing he says is, "Somebody sent us some tacos from Ohio." And like all day long, we were just like tripping over the fact that like that really happened. Somebody from Ohio sent us tacos, and it was like it's still blowing our mind right now. Anyway, not so much Taiwan. I know, bad example. He ordered it through my computer. Whoa. That's an invasion of privacy, and I won't stand for it. But yeah, it was weird and crazy and much appreciated.
We were a pickle's hair away from getting the driver to come in here and get on.
Oh, that's right. I don't know if you guys saw that part, but Jay had that was true. Jay had the driver roped into coming in here and doing a segment with us on the show.
Yeah, apparently he thought we were going to kill him or something if he came in the house. I don't know.
I mean,
it wasn't creepy for me to like stand out there and ask the guy to please come in. We got something for you.
Yeah.
That's not creepy, is it?
Especially when he lead in was like, "Hey, bro, what size rims you got on that? You want to come be on our show?" Yeah, it's that was a weird situation, but that would have been as soon as you did it, I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And then secondly, I was immediately like, oh yeah, he's a delivery driver. We bring him in, we ask him what kind of tunes he's been listening to. Like,
that's a bunch of personal questions.
Jay tried to comfort him, like, look, there are 2 women here, but
yeah, that's
he definitely.
Who's the other woman?
The murder fear vibe.
Who was the other woman?
Huh?
Who was the other woman?
Abigail.
Oh, Abigail was here.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, it could have been good. Could have been a show for the ages, but whatever.
I don't know if his vocabulary was that.
So I've been I've talked about this shit before. I've asked people. He didn't like your ankle monitors. I mean, they match. I got one on each. I got a misdemeanor leg and a felony leg. They're different colors because it comes from different courts. True story. If you guys don't know the difference between the different ankle monitoring systems between federal and state facilities. Anyway, I've mentioned this before, and we can talk about it again now because there's probably new people in the crowd here. But like how you organize your records, it's a popular topic. We've brought it before. I know people like I think Metal Theologian said he was one of the cats that just like all of his stuff from like A to Z is just all A to Z. Mm-hmm. Every genre, everything. So I do like a rock, a jazz, a funk, hip hop, country, like ambient weirdo, synthwave, electronica, whatever. Blues, reggae, all kind of broken out. So I break that stuff out, and so I'm thinking of doing something, Jay.
What do you think about
No, your shit's by genre? Who was it saying they went A to Z with everything?
I do.
Genre? But I think I'm going a step further with the genre. I think I'm going to break out metal and punk. I think I'm going to keep this rock. Just like straight down the middle rock. And anything that I would consider metal or punk, I'm going to break it out and put it in a different area. So that when because the reason I don't do A to Z with everything is because sometimes I'm like, man, we need to hear something funky. I feel like hearing something funky. And I like going over to the funk section and just kind of popping down and just browsing and being like, the JBs. Boom. And pull it out. Because I don't always know exactly what I want to hear. I need to be kind of jogged. I need my memory. I need my memories to be jogged. Titty balls. But anyway, but I'm thinking of breaking out metal and punk because I just think it would work for me now. I've been against that before, but I think I should do that now. Because I think when I'm looking for a metal record or a punk record, I'm probably not looking for like Chuck Berry or the Animals, which is kick ass in its own way, but it's a different vibe, and to me it's starting to feel like maybe those shouldn't be in the same section. Thoughts? What do you think?
I don't think it matters.
How do you do your shit?
I do them alphabetically.
Everything.
Yeah.
I know you do them alphabetically. Steve say? Steve said. Okay. Can we say what Steve said?
Sure.
Genre Benet Ramsey is what Steve said. I thought you had a gig, Steve.
That was cold, man.
7 inches separate. Yeah, I've got a little. Actually, the thing Cliff pointed out when my mom gave me the Easter basket, and came in that little like elongated basket, and he was like, "Oh, those are great for 7 inches. They're like $1 at Walmart. The little plastic basket."
Right.
And he's right. They're perfect. So I've got
Easter basket. Huh?
I've got a bunch more than up there, but all the ones that I'm kind of like newer.
Well, what are you going to take on picnics next time you go?
Sandwiches, Jay.
You're gonna take a basket though. I mean,
I'll let you're done. Because there's got to be something more behind that. That can't be the end of that.
No.
You couldn't have waded into that creek thinking that's as deep as it's going to get right there.
No, don't you ever go on picnics and make a picnic basket?
Literally
on
never.
Saturday afternoon?
Literally never.
Okay.
Anyway. But let's see what we're saying.
Take your camera and take pictures of people?
Jason Hook doesn't put his shit in order at all. It's just a mess. That's crazy.
Is that rumors?
Somebody else. Oh, I know who said that. Sean Spence. I watched a Sean Spence video the other day, and he was talking about. And this is kind of how we what we used to do. Like shit was kind of like everywhere, but I knew where it was. If you'd said Billy Cobham, I knew what shelf it was on. It was over there, and probably a third of the way over, and I could find it. Mm-hmm. But people were like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Like it became a problem. But I find that interesting because it's almost like you know where it is, but it's interesting. I mean, somebody like Sean had a nice collection, and it's a very clean area and broke down and like very nice looking area, but like none of my shit's in order. It's like, whoa, what? That's crazy.
It's a good system for when people won't steal your records.
It's a good point. That's almost a good point. But yeah, I'm thinking about busting it out. Think about busting it out.
Busting what out?
What's that, Wizard?
Busting the system.
I'm busting the metal and punk out. Dude, the Dewey Decimal? I love the Dewey Decimal. When as you got a little older and you started being exposed to the Library of Congress system, I'm like, man, where's the Dewey Decimal in all this? This seems like blasphemy to me.
The Library of Congress system.
Okay.
The high school library?
That's higher level, Joe. You don't know nothing about that. Let's get into some stuff. You like stuff, Jay?
I guess.
Okay.
Kind of, you know.
What was that on the bottom? Boom. We need to come to the top. Boom. We've mentioned this artist multiple times on the program. This would be a fantastic box set to pick up. I'm not a box set guy.
Yeah, you are. You're a big box set.
I bought tons of it. Lee Scratch Perry. Look at this right here. Talking about filling out your collection, lickety split. New box set called King Scratch. Musical masterpieces from the Upsetter Archive. ARK-IVE. See.
I see what he did there.
4 LP box set contains a lot of the famous songs, including Disco Devil, Soulfire, plus rare and previously unreleased mixes. Some of his, I copied that same sentence twice. Anyway, I think it's coming out in, a pre-order is available now. It's coming out later this year.
It'll be out in like March of next year.
Probably. It's so messed up. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people probably understand. Like, if you have a favorite record that you want to if you want to pre-order or whatever, and then it gets delayed, that's when you start experiencing like what's actually happening with pressing and vinyl nowadays. But I experience it every week because when I do the show and I'm preparing for the show, I'm putting all these things down. Hey, this came out this week. And then when I go to the list next week, it's the same record on there. And I'm like, wait. And then like a month later, the same record's on there. And I'm like, oh, it's a new, first press is already sold out. It's a new color variant or something. Yeah. No, it's because things are so delayed and nobody has a good idea of when things actually will drop. So it's very willy-nilly, a lot of these releases.
You know, I heard something this week.
Let's get into it, Jay.
It kind of made me think, about this whole vinyl thing.
Can you speak up?
Like this whole thing about record buying,
the whole thing about record buying.
You're
off to a good start, Jay.
But
I'm all ears.
I heard that record sales for new records. They weren't nearly as high as I thought. Like number 3 record was like Abbey Road, I think, was the number 3 selling record last year.
Rock 92.
So, yeah, it was like 80,000 copies or something. They said.
No, that's this year. It's this year.
This year, yeah.
Up to this point. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the reissue. That's not that many copies. I thought it would be way more. I'd be like
80,000.
Was it 80 or 300? It was one of the two.
What?
Wait, it was
either 80 or 300,000.
But
That's
anyway, I remember thinking that wasn't that many though.
Whatever happened to the Walmart yodeling kid?
Which one?
Shit.
I don't know that.
Man, that's one of those questions. Like, I still remember that. I often don't remember all the show. Like, I mean, I got a pretty good memory. If you ask me about elementary school, this show from week to week, it gets a little fuzzy. Somebody left me a comment. Are you really going to do that thing with the cucumber? Like, dead ass. I'm not fooling around. I'm not fooling around, Jay. Right. Somebody left a comment on the YouTube video. Are you really going to do that thing with a cucumber? And I scrubbed back through that show, listening to everything I said, and I never heard anything about a cucumber. But somehow it kind of remotely sounded familiar. Wow. Michael familiar. And, but I could never find it. And I kept thinking, like, shit, dude, what did I say about a cucumber? Like, oh, if I get 20 subs tonight, I'll shove a cucumber at my ass. Or like something stupid. Or
you're going to do that.
I don't want to do that. Trust me. I mean,
not stop you from doing
not
that.
For 20 subs. I mean, for 100 subs. But, what are we saying?
Well, we got enough viewers out there that really like this show and probably might have a better memory than us and could tell us when you said that.
Fuck, Metal Theologian's the one that found the possum episode. Back in the bowels.
I'm talking somebody may know off the top of their head, just remember it,
No, it's...
But
you heard Michael Cron say that on a Wednesday night? Mm. Save it for show 500? Bet. There we go. Now you're thinking smart. Yeah. That's exactly right. Beatles are super...
Isn't that our saying this year? Content is king? And that's what...
No, that was 2 years ago. Literally 2 years ago.
I thought that was this year.
No.
Oh, man.
Nice try.
It's been a long year, man.
Yeah, the idea, Steve Nash said the point guard from the Phoenix Suns? No, mentioned that thank God the vinyl resurgence is over. I mean, kind of...
I don't think it's over.
I don't think it's over, but maybe we're getting past that point where it's a little... Because I would kind of appreciate that, where it wasn't like nuts. I want people to be able to enjoy the hobby, that appreciate and understand and enjoy it, but I don't want to turn into one of these elitist guys that, like, only somebody like me is smart enough to appreciate music on vinyl. It's like, no, I think any schmuck can go around and collect 5 or 10 records and enjoy the fuck out of them. But
if vinyl goes away, like the mainstream part, then we'll have to go back to Remember When to start buying records.
No,
again.
I don't want it to go away, but like, I think the resurgence has come with some negatives for sure.
Sure.
But it's cool to see something that you enjoy kind of become popular, and in a way, there's lots of people out there that would never, ever, ever want to see that. Like, if you're really into a band, but it's a very obscure band, next thing you know, that band's on the radio. Yeah. You just straight up turn your back on them almost. Yeah. I kind of almost did that, because in my group of friends, I discovered Limp Bizkit back in the day.
Of course you did.
Well, we were in a...
Of course, that explains so much.
Well, we were in a band that was kind of doing similar things in the 90s, and we were big fans of Korn. And I picked up a Guitar World magazine, and they were like, "Hey, if you like Korn, you should check out this band." And I saw it in Best Buy, and I picked it up, first Limp Bizkit, which had some good stuff, some interesting stuff on it. I don't listen to that shit now, but I remember taking that CD back to my friends and being like, "You guys have got to hear this." Mm-hmm. But then, like, it was not that long after I saw like 13, 14-year-old girls walking around with Limp Bizkit shirts on in the mall. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this is over. I no longer care about this band at all. Right. Which is not really right. But I can say that now because it's Limp Bizkit and I don't give a fuck about them. But Wes Borland's a pretty innovative guitar player, I have to say. Fred Durst is a douchebag. Major douchebag. Yeah. But you really going to do the thing with the corn? Fuck. Cream corn on a Limp Bizkit. Boom. But yeah, for my... Let's see how many...
What were we talking
How many people did we just lose because I mentioned Limp Bizkit? Let's see. Where are we at with viewership? No, but I did really like that first record, and then it just became kind of a meme. It's weird how that works.
Well, there weren't memes back then.
No, but it was very meme-ish. Like, it turned into something like, oh, this is pretty cool, and then it just kind of like, I don't know.
They're kind of like
it fizzled.
They're kind of like the.
Yeah, you remember seeing $3 bill ads in your Transworld skateboard mag? Oh, Transworld.
I like Transworld. Yeah.
I prefer Transworld over
better photography than Transworld.
Yeah. Here's kind of a wild card. I forgot to post a exclusive Discord preview this week, but this is one I was going to do. The cover art grabbed me on this one, and decided to do a little more digging to see what was up with this band called Birth. Really cool cover. Really? Name of the album is Born. So Birth, Born. It's on Bad Omen. And when I looked it up, I saw it popped up on the 666 Doom, Mr. Doom or whatever.
Doom.
Yeah, on YouTube. Which I was like, oh, that's good news. That means it's like a stoner Doom, psychedelic type of album.
Right.
When I did some more research, this is man, it's kind of unique even for that genre. A lot of Mellotron, like organ, like Hammond B3 kind of shit. Mm-hmm. It's got like a Yes Van de Graaff generator kind of thing going on. This article even mentions like King Crimson Red. I heard like some Deep Purple in there, so it's like psychedelic but like heavy on like keys and stuff. Mm-hmm. Very interesting record, man. I have to say, I really enjoyed that. And I like when stuff like that pops up on channels like that because it's kind of on that vibe, but like it's not Truck Fighters and it's not like a heavy doom record. But if you're into like, you know, waka waka psychedelic music plus with some like, but the proggier side of like the orchestration, which a lot of like stoner and doom stuff can be very simple, very repetitive, and that turns a lot of people off. But this is the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Pretty high-end musicianship and almost like that. What's that? Church of the Cosmic Skull? You remember those guys? It sounded like had that Deep Purple vibe, and it's kind of like that, but it seemed to take themselves a little more serious than that. Okay. But check it out, man. That oh shit! I was gonna pull the shit back up. Birth, Born. A good little listen, man. Jay pre-gamed at Sheets again.
Hey, that's Star Jones. She's been eating again, hasn't she?
Now that's quote of the night, folks. What don't we do us a shot, Jay?
I'm good. No, really, I'm good. All right, I'll get my shot glass.
Yours is right here.
No, I don't have one. That's an old one from last
year. Yeah, you know, vodka goes stale and gets all weird. I have a really weird confession to make. You know what I really like? I shouldn't even be saying this on the internet. I like old water. When I leave water sitting out, like in my water bottle, not open to the air, but just like my container of water that I use at work, and I come back over a weekend and you drink it first thing Monday morning, which a lot of people won't even do that. It's got this like the taste of dust. You know what old water tastes like, Jay?
Like mildewy.
Like tastes like library floor or something.
Yeah, I have a cousin that drink old water.
I love old water. True confession.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. I like old water. Sue me. Is that weird?
My cousin Junior used to drink it out of a gallon jug every Sunday at church. like I'm honest to God, truth.
You working out a bit, Jay? I think Jay's working out a bit. Oh, I didn't pour myself one.
Hey, you know,
Hay's for horses, Jay.
See if you can guess the punchline. I'm gonna.
Can we?
We're going. Okay, I'm gonna tell the joke, and then at the end of the show, I'm gonna reveal the punchline. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What song is Elton John closing this tour out with? This farewell tour. What song is he closing it out with? And I'll give the answer on the other side.
Should I do my inappropriate Elton John joke?
Yeah, if you want to. It's your show. You gotta tell the Eric Clapton one after that, though.
No. What do you get when you... This is a Neil Hamburger bit. What do you get when you get... What do you get when you cross Sir Elton John with a saber-toothed tiger?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but you better keep it the hell away from your ass. Okay.
But yes, keep that.
What's it? Oh, here's something.
If I'm not here, somebody just said you have to be here till the end to reveal. If I'm not here, I'll call it in. How about that?
Oh, great. We can't wait, Jay.
From my bed. I'll call it in from my bed. I'll Skype in from my bed. How about
Okay.
that?
Yeah, we can't wait. It's
Elton
bated.
Come on, Merv.
Bated breath over here. Good to see Merv in the chat tonight, folks. We've been, on the show. We've been looking for Merv, man, making sure he's all right. Homeboy done showed up, like the fucking stallion he is. Woo! You can feel the machismo dripping off of the chat messages. Speaking of chat, one of the best punk bands of the last several years that I've found, the Chats. From New Zealand. They call it Shed Rock. You guys may know the song Smoko. I'm on Smoko, so leave me alone. Well, this is the record that came out, which is their the second EP, I guess they did. A lot of their stuff is like kind of hard to find. I saw this in my list today, and I'm like, oh, they're reissuing this? Dude, I went to like fucking order it immediately. Like no kippity cap on a stack. I went right over there to order it, and I pulled it up, and it's like, wait, it's like 45 or 50 bucks.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, no, that's got to be the first one, right? Like out of print or whatever. It's like, no, it's this one. I guess because it's from Australia or New Zealand, whoever's pressing the shit. I'm like, that can't be right. But even, they got a brand new record coming out this month, actually. And I went over to I actually talked about this on Doctor and the Kid one time. You go over to like pre-order the new record. Normal sized record. $35. You're a punk band. You can't do that.
I'm sure they can.
Nope. You can't do that. You can't be a punk band like that and charge that much for, and it's not even like but it's coming from way over there. This is like a US like local distributor kind of thing. I don't know who's giving them the advice on that, but you can't do that. Like no, that's gonna talk about a feather ruffler. You can't do that.
By the way,
And I love them, but fucking
by the
Christ,
way, we
man.
have a little birdie that we have a special show next week.
Birds are not real. What show?
We just found out our friend Merv has a birthday next Friday night. So make sure you tune in for Merv's birthday party next Friday night.
A Merv birthday party next Friday night?
Yeah.
Live here on the show program? Yo.
So that'll be an epic episode next Friday night.
I would be willing to let Merv call the shots on any record he wants to play all night long for his birthday. A Merv extravaganza. Is that too long is that not catchy enough? Is that not grabby?
Oh man, that's good.
In the ad business, we call that being grabby.
Did your mic change colors there, or did you hit a button or something? It was
What?
red before, right?
Red means off.
Oh, okay.
Red means off. Okay.
So what are we talking about here? Man, look at her. She's huge.
Merv says, park in the driveway, Jay, so I can block you in. That's funny. That's funny as hell. Hell yeah. All right, let's
All right, party down. Here we go.
party down. Hey, speaking of punk rock, I found these guys. Some of you guys may know this band, but I kind of stumbled onto them today. The Fadeaways, Japanese band, got a new 7-inch out called She Explosive My Mind.
Okay.
She Explosivo, my mind. And with a little Louie cover. These guys are fantastic. If you like kind of that new revival of punk, that like the Schizos, that and kind of the Chats, kind of the same way, that revival of like raucous ass punk rock music.
Sure.
This shit is really good, man. I thought this was a full album, but it's actually a 7-inch.
Okay.
I think they've been around a while, so a lot of people may know them.
Is that
Raw Maximum Energy vinyl, Jim, is dedicated to the crazy garage punkers Los Explosivos. Okay. Mexican brothers with kind of a similar sound, I guess.
Okay.
Pretty interesting.
But they're from Tokyo.
Tokyo. Never trust a handsome Japanese punk band. It's true.
My grandfather wouldn't.
He probably wouldn't, Jay. You know, earlier in the program, we I think Mr. Bizarro cashed in some Banana Bucks and we played some Primus. And I was like, perfect, because we got a little Primus in the news tonight. This album actually came out back in April or May, I believe. And it's the first new music from Primus in a long time. It's a 3-song 12-inch. Over a decade, it says. Holy Lord. All 3 songs were bred in audio. But yeah, I've not really checked this out at all. But today is the actual release date of the vinyl. It's been out. God, that's great to give you an idea of the whole vinyl thing. It came out in April or May, and we're just now getting the wax here in August. And that's a band that I would think would have a little bit of clout.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But it took that long for the wax to come out, and yeah. So it actually, but when I saw it, I'm like, oh wait, and I looked it up. It's like it said May or April or whatever, and I'm like, oh, we've probably already done this, and we probably have. But like, the record didn't actually come out till today. So books, check them out. Books, check them out. From stars and cars to electric guitars, books, check them out.
Still watching those after-school specials, huh?
Ooh, that's a commercial. That was a PSA. And finally, I stumbled on these guys. Actually, the same people that are reissuing that other 7-inch I was just talking about. The what are the fadeaways?
Yeah.
Code 7 UK. This originally came out in '96. A band called the Sharks, and I'm not familiar with these guys, but apparently they're pretty hip to like the rockabilly scene, like all the way back to like the early '80s and shit. Mm-hmm. But I jammed some of this today, and I'm like, man, I really like this stuff, man. I really like it.
That looks pretty scary, I will say that.
He looks like Curly from...
yeah, ready to give you a tattoo.
Yeah, Curly's giving you a tattoo. Color My Flesh is the name of the album. This is a full album. It's not a 7-inch, but it's that same company that did that. And kind of jammed this. Actually, it's formed in the late 70s. They eventually got a... They were a rockabilly band, but then they got kind of that psychobilly kind of thing going on in the 90s, which is kind of when this came out. They changed some personnel, blah, blah, blah. But I really enjoyed this. If you're into that kind of rockabilly sound and you're not familiar with the Sharks, I would recommend checking this out. Even on a little streamage. Do a little YouTubeage or whatever, man. Check them out. Books.
Interesting.
Check them out.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you do the package?
Let's do the package.
Okay, look. Let's get serious for a second.
Let's get serious, man.
Our pal Scotty Strychnine sent this monster package of VCLT. Let's pull it up, John. Let me see that.
It's a monster package, man.
Yeah, and
you know what they say about monster packages, don't you?
They
have monster contents.
Okay, well, that's good, Jay. Look at this thing. So Scotty said it's got stuff for me, Steve, and Jay. Unfortunately, Steve's not here this evening, and Jay's got to take off pretty quick.
Jay's got to work 10 hours.
No! Woo! Can we get some boo-hoos in the chat for Jay?
Jay worked 10 hours today. And Jay worked 10 hours on Sunday.
I don't know where my knife is.
Whew.
You got a knife on you?
Nah. I don't carry, I don't carry a knife, man. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna. It's actually.
Here, wait. Here, use Here, use
My
this.
knife is down here somewhere.
Here. I got you right here. Use that remote.
Okay. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, Jay. Or can I? I'm gonna find. Ice! You calm your hell down.
Big burly boy with a knife. Yeah, we need one right now. Oh wait, here.
If you pull a fucking knife out of your pocket, I swear to Christ. Not anymore.
Here, you could have used this key. This
Actually, probably do.
key's pretty sharp.
Yeah? Alright. Hold on.
All right, I pulled mine. Here's Steve's. I'm going to put it over here.
Are these individually labeled?
Oh no! Wait, this is for me. Yeah, this is a. Whoa! It's a big box.
Oh man. Can I peek? Like Christmas morning?
You want me to open it or
No. This.
Oh.
Yeah, open that box.
But yeah, I
please.
may
Open that box.
Midair.
I may need that. It's possibility. Or Jay
what
might.
did you supposed to say?
It's not open.
Oh. Ha ha ha. Okay.
It does switch. Blade.
That's what they called me in high school, Jay.
Switchblade.
Blade.
Michael the
Sure
Blade.
was.
Blade.
So thanks for the
So-
box.
No, look. I'll do it. I'll do it easy.
Dear Christ, tell me I'm not on camera.
That's spring loaded. That's illegal in North Carolina.
Tell BP.
Look, just take it.
You ever messed with a gravity blade before?
Aren't butterfly knives illegal here too?
Probably.
Oh, I always thought those were so nifty.
All right,
I'd cut
let's,
off my finger.
Let's see what Jay got, because Jay's going to have to take off pretty soon. I'm going to do mine over in Dig of the Week, but we'll take a peek at what Jay's got going on.
Actually, folks, he actually said you should probably leave tonight so I can have people call in later and be guests.
Huh? No.
Yeah.
Get out of here, dog.
Look, listen. She's loud. There's nothing. She's never fucked up a single record.
Yet.
Tinky, come back. Come back, baby. Come see me.
You was called Lurch in high school? That's
See,
funny.
get on camera.
I was called Chris Farley. That's,
Here, make your preview.
I was called dyslexic.
Oh, you scared her
I was
now.
called special in high school.
Ed?
Oh wow! So we talked about the Pope quite a bit earlier.
Specifically the hat.
hold
Sex
it. Get close.
education of children.
Hold it
Amazing.
up. Hold it up the camera. A little closer.
Please, Christ, tell me I'm not on screen.
You are.
Fuck my life. Yes, no.
Hold it up. Yeah. Then hold it. Freeze it. Nope. Back up. Tilt it down. There you go. Down. You know there's a screen up there, right?
Yeah, I'm extremely high.
Okay. That's too dark.
It is.
Okay.
It's not adjusting.
Yeah, sex
So-
education. I will play
That's,
this. I'll play this.
That's important. Jay's got children,
Yeah.
so that's important.
I'm pretty fucking hyped to hear this. What? I'm sorry.
Um,
Don't tell me no. I was not. Oh, no.
go next.
A complete explanation to parents on the why.
You didn't read the back of it or nothing, Jay.
Yeah,
Well,
you need to
I
read
don't
at
have
least
it.
the front. That shit's funny.
Yeah, tell us what it is.
So it is.
It's okay, baby.
Okay, so it's a complete explanation to parents on the why and how of sex education for their children, by Francis L. Philos, metal theologian.
What?
Metal theologian.
No, hold up. Go put that up there.
Family. Here, go to
No.
that one right there.
I can't. That's not active.
The
No, it's
metal theologian thing. You gotta show that little. You gotta show the front. Just show the front cover.
Did I not?
no. You see where it's
See
Jay?
where the white
Jay,
tab
go
is
show where it
there?
is, so we don't have to do this.
There. It's showing.
No, he's looking for a specific little thing.
Okay, well, I'm.
See where it says, see where the little says. Look on the cover.
Unfortunately, I'm not telepathic
Look.
today. I know.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted him to do it, because he knows what he's looking for.
Yeah. I already read it, and then that's why I handed it to him.
That's hilarious.
This I'm about to play this for Merv's birthday next week.
Oh! All right, let's move
How
on.
appropriate
Moving on.
With the penis cake too.
All right.
That shit's
This is
happening.
really cool. I'm excited to check this one.
Whoa!
Fuzz 3.
That's cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to check that out.
What a fantastic band that is.
Yeah.
The back.
It says, not sure if this is good. Hopefully, I'm sure it's just
I'm
fine.
sure it's great. Where are they from? Are they Swedish?
The art on the back is amazing.
I want to say Fuzz is Swedish.
I don't know.
You guys can correct us in the chat.
But this will get played tomorrow.
Hell yeah. That's badass, dude.
And finally...
That's so well
But
done.
there's more! Oh, shit!
Gwar. Gwar.
Oh.
What?
Very cool. Metal Blade. So this is a 1995
Oh,
Wow.
Ragnarok.
Wow. Cool. Hold that up and
So-
give a little
Well before
forward.
Oh, God.
That is by far, well, not by far, that's my first Gwar record.
Is that the fucking glare?
Yep.
So
Christ on
Gwar.
a pogo stick. That's horrible. I don't like that job at all.
So I've always liked the music. I've heard of Gwar, but I've never owned a record or CD or anything.
That's how I was until I picked up Scumdogs of the Universe. Like I love the whole concept of Gwar, but if you were like, oh, but when you were in high school, you had a Gwar tape, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like I knew people that did, and I was kind of like, when they played it, I was digging it.
I wanted to
You know who else is the same way? Megadeth. I've always liked Megadeth, but I've actually never owned a single piece of Megadeth anything ever.
I've got a
But my friends did.
I changed the channel.
I've got a cousin that is from the Toddwater area, so he's known about Gwar, forever.
That's how Jeff is.
They're Richmond, but still,
TV
Toddwater.
Cigar.
They play a lot of Toddwater.
Yeah, like TV Cigar. I think he interviewed him for a news story, and so he was a big Gwar guy. Which he's
Yeah.
not. He's not like a metalhead guy, but he loves Gwar
Yeah. So.
because they put on a kick-ass show and
I was gonna say the show.
entertain,
Really
man.
cool show.
The show is apparently like the thing.
Yeah.
I was invited to one and fucking.
Thank you, though. Thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a fantastic
That's
dude.
incredible. That's such a fucking mix.
Woof.
I'm sorry. I'm too high. 'Cause I know
Gwar.
I'm being annoying.
Gwar.
I'm an off-mic person. Why
Gwar.
are you doing this, by the way?
I don't know.
Fucking Gabriel.
Today's Roman Gabriel's birthday. He's 80,
Roman Gabriel?
83 today.
Roman
Gabriel.
Candle.
That's what I was talking about. Gabriel.
Roman Gabriel's 83 today. I saw.
Let's get into a little bit of what we played this evening, if we could, please.
Okay.
Oh, what is that making that noise? Okay, let me see what we got here. Played some stuff. I love this because some of this stuff is actually, this is a unique stack because some of this is actually dig of the week material, but it's some of the stuff that you're in the camera shot doing that, by the way.
Oh, cool. That's
Just letting you
awesome.
know.
What the fuck? I thought this was a safe zone.
No safe zone.
What's up with that Star
that's
Jones,
fucking
man?
horrible.
And that Eaton.
I'm going to kill myself.
Jay's talking Star Jones weight problem.
She must be 4 bills now.
It's four. It's
Wait, what?
It's a hot button topic. But anyway, it's a unique dig of the week because I actually got to include some of the stuff picked up with Carl at the last Saturday, and I've already talked about the stuff in that video, so I felt comfortable playing some of it tonight. Normally, I'll never play stuff on the show before we talk about it, like on Dig of the Week or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of a thing we've got for a decade,
Yeah.
and I try to adhere to that. But
It's maddening.
this week's a little different since I already talked about it. I figured I could go ahead and the wad had been blown, so I could just kind of just go out on my own. But anyway, this is something I've been wanting to play on the show for quite a bit. It's been stuck in my craw, and I always forget to play it when it comes around to Friday night. It's been in my head. The Guess Who?
Okay.
Very, in my opinion, very, very underrated rock band, man. I mean, they got their hits that everybody knows and stuff, but some of the like lesser known tracks and the lesser known albums are really killer stuff.
Yeah, they're one of those bands that
This is Rockin', which I don't know where this falls in their discography.
rocking the Guess Who. It's a pretty popular one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is a popular one, but I think I played side 2 or something. It had some
They're one of those ones you don't see as much, you know.
praise.
Yeah, see? You kept telling me to get close, but the glare.
Yeah, they're one of the ones you don't see a whole lot of. Kind of like Foghat. And
No, short bus.
Some of those
Early on, I saw a lot of Guess Who, and then it kind of became one of those things that kind of went away for whatever reason.
I Abby likes
But they're it's good stuff. I mean, These Eyes. That's a great song. But it's like everybody's heard that shit. But there's a lot of the stuff you haven't heard is great.
that was neat.
Um,
I'm disappointed in her.
She can't even fold her arms. She's so fat. Look
Jay,
at that.
easy.
She makes me feel a
Body
little
shaming.
better
You
about
get
myself,
you
I'll
get
be
kicked off of
honest.
Twitch for body shaming.
Oh, well, she's not on.
Twitch is social justice warrior city, baby. For Merv, this is how I knew Merv was in the chat. Cashing some banana bucks to play a little James Brown. I was like, absolutely, we can do that. And played Mother Pot. It's a mother. This album contains Mother Popcorn. Now we always play that side, but tonight I played side 2, which I didn't remember. And it's on that on the King label. It's got James Brown's picture on it. But side 2 actually has it's got some slower tracks on there.
Yeah.
That's all right. You can keep it right there. It's fine.
Yeah, we listened to the slower tracks, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it was
It's
fantastic.
still James Brown.
But and some of them are pretty funky. But I did feel bad because like, man, usually when somebody requests some James Brown, they got a certain thing in their head that they want to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I felt a little bad about that. But it's not. It's definitely not bad music by any stretch of the imagination.
No, not at all.
And then I pulled out some Dinosaur Jr. This is one I don't play as often. I actually kind of forgot picking this up. Glimpse of What You're Not. Came out, it's a later, like 2016?
Okay.
No. Maybe.
You need glasses, Dad?
I've got them right here. I can't remember. But it's a later Dinosaur Jr. Very, very, very kick-ass stuff.
Sounds just like Dinosaur Jr.
And I tell you what, that's one band that from the early stuff can be a little rawer. The first couple of albums are kind of raw, but from like mid 90s forward,
Yeah.
I think, and this is an absolute compliment to them because I think they've evolved in their own way, but they're very much still Dinosaur Jr.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what people want. And it's great to be able to, like, you can't tell, kind of the same way with where we're going to get to Halloween, but like that new Halloween record that came out, if you'd have said, hey, this came out in '89, I'd have been like, sweet. I wouldn't have thought twice about disagreeing with you. And Dinosaur Jr. is kind of the same way, where I just kind of said the opposite thing about Mastodon over on Mr. Bizarro's stream, that like the thing I love about them is they evolve every record and it never sounds the same. They always take one step.
Yeah, but it's like growing.
It's like a stair step thing they keep doing, and that's what I love about them.
Stairway to Heaven, man.
Because
It
I
never
said
ends.
if they made the same record over and over and over again, it would be boring as fuck, and I wouldn't be interested in the band at all. And I'm kind of saying the exact opposite with Dinosaur Jr. And as I'm saying it, I'm realizing how weird that is. But what I like about Dinosaur Jr. is they still sound like they do in the 90s.
Sure.
So I'm a walking contradiction. That's
I like that song.
You
Good
Billy
song.
you a Billy Joe Armstrong guy, Jay?
I like that song, Walking Contradiction.
Yeah.
Had a little catch to it.
Yeah.
A little hooky.
Aaron Griffin cashed in some banana bucks to play Elders Omens, and actually we're headed to
yeah.
Raleigh on Monday of all days.
You taking off work?
No, fuck no. And to watch Elder. It's my first concert since 2019. We're gonna watch Elder and Ruby the Hatchet play in Raleigh in a club called the Poorhouse,
All right,
which is the
hey.
top level of the.
Stay from that camera there, dog.
Get that dog. No, get away from
What's
here.
she gonna do? She wanted to
Not being here.
She wanted to make her premiere. It's fine. No, I'm sorry. I'll keep her out. So excited. So excited.
So the cool thing about this record store is the second level is a record store. It kind of overlooks the venue, so you could actually like thumb through records and like while the show's
Wait,
going
you're
on.
going to this? You're not streaming it from your living room. You're
No.
actually going
Yeah,
to
we're
it.
I'm
actually
actually
leaving the
going to the
house.
show. Aaron Griffin's going to be there.
We're
I think
leaving.
Cameraman's going to be there. It's going to be a good time. So
cool.
even
I thought you were coming.
I thought Jay was coming too. I thought Jay bought a ticket, but
it was-
anyway.
You thought because you thought you bought the ticket.
Thought you
right?
was.
Thought you was. Bizarro cashed in some banana bucks, like I mentioned earlier, to play Primus's Frizzle Fry. Fantastic record. I can never play this without thinking about our bass player that passed away. We always played John the Fisherman and and Too Many Puppies. Like band practice, like in between shit. We didn't like cover them, but we just played them like, at practice and stuff.
Yeah.
In every band we were ever in together, we always played those songs.
Right.
Right. Too many puppies. But
Abby was supposed to go to that concert.
always think about that shit. I mean, anytime I hear that record. Dig of the Week from last week. This is so fucking fantastic. One of my new obsessions, Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers. LAMF, the Lost 77 mixes. This,
L.A. Mother Freakers.
yes.
That's a lot of words.
Remixed, legendarily, mixed originally very muddily. Is that a word? Muddily?
Sure, yeah.
Sure, let's pretend.
Very muddy, and so they remixed it, and it sounded a lot better. I don't really know the difference to compare, but I got this one. It sounds fantastic. Great rock and roll record. I mean, it gets lumped into punk rock because of Johnny Thunders and stuff like that, but I think that's kind of a misnomer. And for people that are not punk rock people, and you think of punk as like, Black Flag and people getting smashed in the face and just craziness and absurdity.
Sure.
I think that's kind of a misnomer in the fact that this is just a straight up good rock and roll record. 1-4-5 blues based rock and roll, Chuck Berry kind of shit going on. You know what I mean? Animals, Chuck Berry, Bo Diddley kind of stuff. And it's a killer record. Because immediately when I heard it, and I thought like, Fever would have been moving and grooving when this stuff was coming out. And I was like, did you listen to this stuff? And he was like, no, I don't really know it. And I'm like, dude, you would love this shit. Because it's just like, it's just good rock and roll.
Right.
But he wasn't a punker, so it probably just kind of skipped right past him, you know what I mean? Which is unfortunate. Because it's good stuff. But I'm just catching up now. What do I know? From the video, actually, another possible, in the middle of the set, Dig of the Week action. Walls of Jericho from Halloween, the first full length from Halloween.
So that's like what, 80 something?
85.
85, wow.
And I'm a recent Halloween convert. I got that new record that came out last year, and it was the best thing I'd heard in my fucking life. I was just blown away by it.
I was shocked.
And
I loved it.
this was fantastic, and it's perfect that I want to go back and I want to get that stuff to like start with the first one full length at least. I know there's that self-titled like Pumpkinhead looking thing. That's the EP. That's like actually the first shit.
Yeah.
Misnomer is kind of hot though. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But it's good stuff. Who's got the live? You guys talking about Fever? Dinosaur Jr. documentary was pretty cool. Good, cool early footage. I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Dinosaur Jr.
I try to keep up with the chat. I can't. I'm just riffing. I played a stone cold absolute classic from Record Night. I mean, I mentioned earlier, because we've been playing some rock and roll stuff, some metal stuff, and I was like, we need to kind of like, let's slow it down, give everybody a chance to take a piss, smoke a cigarette, pack a bowl, whatever your shit is, take a shot. And this record, I'll guarantee you, if you could go back and check out the very first Grown Man Record Night 10 years ago, I guarantee you this album was played then. Okay. One of our favorites then, still one of our favorites now. The end sound, Gary McFarlane.
I think it's pronounced Jerry McFarlane.
Yeah. But what really does it for this is Bloop Bleep, which is one of the best songs of all time.
Yeah.
It just means, that song means the fucking world to me, and it always puts me in a great place. It's on the old...
Command?
No, the old Black and Silver Verve.
Oh, Verve.
This is where I fell in love with the Black and Silver Verve, right there.
Because of Jerry, huh?
Because of this record, actually. And some nice gatefold. Really cool stuff. It's a little poppy and shit, but an absolute Record Night classic. I mean, as much as anything.
Like, is it before it was Record Night?
Probably maybe we probably had that just before we started doing Record Nut, actually. So yeah, so it's right there on that. Right when we started, that was in the. I mean, our collection was this, and that was one of them.
And it was still
this was another dig of the week, what we played thing from last week. And honestly, out of all that stuff, a lot of the stuff I picked up was great. I loved all of it.
Okay.
But honestly, the standout for me, and I knew I was going to like it, but I didn't know it was going to be this much. Is Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. This is the second record. Now, I passed on the first one a couple of times. The one's got Wooly Bully on it and shit. And I think these guys get a, I don't want to say they get a bad rap, because people that know. This is good, straight up garagey rock and roll shit. And a lot of fun, man. A lot of this, it's like perfect, the perfect vibe kind of shit. But they do, they also did Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
So I think they get kind of a reputation for doing kind of a jokey novelty. Plus they wear the fucking get-ups and stuff. Sam always wore the fucking turban and stuff like that. So they get kind of lumped into doing novelty stuff and stuff like that. And that's what I would have thought about them from back in the day. But like, when you really start breaking it down, they're a kick-ass garage rock and roll band.
Sure.
I mean, just really good. And so we came back Saturday with that stack. Carl got some records. I got some records. We started drinking and hanging out and shit. We're trying our stuff out and putting them on. We put on that Sam the Sham, and like literally the whole fucking house was like, "Yo, what's this?" Yeah. And just like lit up, and for good reason, because that's a fucking monster right there.
It is.
It really is great stuff, man. I mean, I was like, when I was a kid, I was into that kind of stuff when I was a kid. Like the oldies radio was what I was. Yeah. I mean, even through high school until I got into grunge, it was like oldies until grunge, pretty much. Sure. And that's the stuff I was fucking chilling with.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd never heard that until tonight.
This was a dig of the week from last week. Had to play side 2 tonight, because I spent so much goddamn money to get this thing. But Scotty said this thing's already gone, though. Danzig 3, How the Gods Kill. Okay. On that nice red vinyl. Been looking for this for a couple of years now, at least. And so I have 1 through 4 for Danzig, and I'm good with that. Okay. That may be the first time. Well, it's the first time I can remember, markedly remembering that I've completed a collection of somebody that I'm good. I don't need anything past that for Danzig.
Right.
I know there's other records. He gets all industrial, and I don't like that shit. So I'm good. I wanted the first 4 Danzigs, and like boom, I got them. Yeah. I guess I've done that with other bands just without making a statement about it.
Yeah.
And no,
making
like
statements.
Zeppelin. Like, well, I mean, I got all the Zeppelins, but I wanted, there's certain, like Sabbath.
John Cougar Mellencamp. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'm Jerry Cougar Mellencamp.
Jerry Cougar Mellencamp.
But yeah. And then finally, man, I kind of forgot I had this. Yeah. We tried to go to Soul Relief Records this past week with Carl, which is a fantastic spot to pick up like a lot of like older soul, blues, jazz, but he's got some good rock and roll, some punk and stuff in there too.
Yeah.
But you're not going to find a $40 reissue in fucking Harley shop. Yeah. It's all about OGs. It's all about good original presses and good deals and stuff too. You always stack up records and come to the front and he would just be like, I don't know what you got there. That's 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't know. Give me 17.
Yeah.
He does that with everything, he's just a cool guy. But I picked this up there. I hate they were closed. Bo Diddley, Gunslinger. Man, when I was a kid, I was eat up with Bo Diddley. And you know where it came from? Guess. I bet you.
The Bo Jackson
commercial. The Bo Jackson commercial.
I'd never heard of Bo Diddley till that commercial.
That's where I learned who Bo Diddley was. Yeah. Bo Knows. The whole Bo Knows commercial, the ad campaign, completely turned me into a Bo Diddley.
No Diddley back
this is right after, a lot of you old school record night guys will know that the story of me getting into jazz and shit when I was a kid. and going to the mall and asking for John Coltrane. Like not long after that, because that same time I got that blues cassette that I have the album of, the harmonica one.
Yeah.
So I was already into jazz and blues, and then a little while later, I saw it's when that the Bo Knows commercials came out, and I'm like, who's this Bo Diddley guy? My mom's like, oh, he's old, R&B rock and roll guy, da da da. Like she knew a little about him, but not much.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I got to have it. And so she took me up to the place, and the next thing I bought was a Bo Diddley cassette, which I fell in love with because it had Roadrunner, which I can play on guitar, by the way, and Crawdaddy, Hey Crawdaddy, which I loved. And there's that one song where he's talking shit to that other dude, and they're just like giving like
yeah, we've heard of him here.
Yeah, the you're so ugly when you cry, the tears run down the back of your head to stay away from your face. And shit like that.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's where I get. It's like, man, you 10 days older than water.
That's old, man. That's old.
Yeah, but I love that shit. I love that shit. That ad campaign literally turned me into a fucking fan, man.
Well, something worked then, right?
Hey, it worked.
You
Boom.
bought the shoes and became a fan.
I had both pairs of Bo Jacksons, and bought a Bo Diddley cassette.
So everybody.
And now I end up making commercials for a living. You guys do the math.
You were their target audience.
Actually, probably not. I was probably not their target audience.
Well, maybe kids buying sneakers.
Redneck families with disposable income. That was their target for the Bo Jackson campaign. Is that what you're telling me, Jay? Is that literally what you're telling me?
They target it to one, one specific group.
Jay, and that's where you're wrong. I'm just going to come right out and tell you. I think that's where you're wrong about it.
I don't appreciate being called
Bum
wrong.
bum 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 bum.
Is this game show music you're singing?
Who wants to get into a little marbles action? That's what I want to know. Woof. Come on.
I don't think I've ever won. I think it's
I don't know, man. This marbles, it's pretty hardcore stuff there.
Let me go into the race. Boom. Exclamation point.
All right. Well, I think.
Whoop. Whoa.
Man, I'm back. Hey, why don't y'all talk about this guy? Why don't y'all talk about this guy for a little bit?
This guy. Oh, Ray Scott?
Yeah.
Oh, don't. Come on, Joe.
Don't get me started.
No, put that back up there. I want to keep that safe. Put that back up there.
What is it?
It's Ray Scott's memorial. He passed. From Bassmasters? Come on. Don't be disrespectful.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, don't be disrespectful. Exclamation point, vote, then the number of the track you'd like to run. I'm not taking the camera off. You got a little space up there to see what track you want to run. I'm not taking the camera off. You guys figure it out. Figure it out. I'm not here to fucking spoon feed you what this is.
How'd you like with the white chocolate chips?
We'll give you a moment. We'll give you guys a moment. Who's gonna do a shot with me right now? Who's gonna do a shot with me? Actually, I'm gonna unscrew this. Bring it back up to where it belongs. Unplug this. Chuck Charlie? Is that working? That's working. You guys remember Burt Blyleven? Oh, let's see. Oh, whoa. We got 4 votes for track 16 and 4 votes for 26.
You gotta go for 16 because it's Abby's birthday.
Okay, we're doing the first one because that's the fiance one and it's the kid's birthday. What you say? Oh, 16.
Yeah, of this month.
Boom. That's what we're doing.
Fucking right. She got a car for her birthday. Thanks to Santa.
Okay, exclamation point play. Exclamation point play, please, in the chat right now. To get a good spot, Elvis died on the 16th of August. Is that right? And while we're doing this, it's a fine opportunity to pour us a little shot. Now, I will say, kind of teasing ahead, I'm going to do the rest. Actually, would you hand me there's a stack of records behind that turntable. There's a 7-inch and at least one other record. What's the one behind? Oh, what's? No. It's just those two. Just those two. No. Oh, wait. I don't think so. What is that?
Investigate because you just missed.
Oh, it's the one inside. It's supposed to go inside this, actually. You can hand it to me. It goes in here. Yeah, it goes in here. It goes in this one you handed me. All right. Gonna do a shot. Cheers, everybody. Then we're gonna hit go. Okay. What? Oh, skinny artist. Power moves with shower shoes. Whoa. Abacus. Oh, who just jumped off the board? Like suicide-y. Skinny artist still making moves. Big Bad Luke right behind. Holy Lord. This is getting serious, folks. This is... Oh, look at DJ Thunder. I didn't even see him in the chat. He's coming in here all fucking coy and shit. Silent but deadly. Bizarro just killed himself. Lim, Merv, boom, right off the board. I imagine this is what my endocrine system looks like. That's probably not far off the mark. We're close to the end here. Look at Thunder. Look at Thunder. How many times has Thunder won this? Thunder's got some victories under his belt. Oh, whoa. Look at this. Look at this. Who's going to make it? Who's going to get flipped up? Is he going to get flipped up? It's going to come up. Look at Luke. Oh, or is that the... No, that's the ghost. That was the ghost. Luke was the ghost. That's the past winner. Luke holds the track record. So I don't think the track record's going to be beat, but I think Thunder snuck in there. Oh, man. What are we saying? Good looking track, though. I like this track. I really do dig this track. I said that already. He's a founder. Look at that. DJ Thunder. Whew, Dave. These are the Daves I know. 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 David Wilson, I hardly know him. These are the Daves I know. These are the days I know. All right, congratulations. Now we will be getting into a little dig of the week action. I do have some leftovers, but now's the time. Hey, look, Jay left a soda over here. Wow, that's literally hasn't happened in, I don't know, a week. There's nothing eyesore-ish about a styrofoam cup up on your set. And you spend so much time with aesthetics. I tell you what, anybody got any new records? Anybody got any new records they want to share? Because I'll tell you what. As long as you guys aren't going to be hand jobs about it. I'll drop a link. What's up, Lim? Yeah, apparently Sheets still makes them. I'm dropping a where is Jay? What do you think? Where do you think he is? I'm dropping a link. If anybody wants to come up, there's the link. But I do have, from that dig, not only do I've got some packages from Scotty Strychnine, but I do have a couple of things from the dig with Carl. Actually, one we played tonight, which is pretty crazy in the fact that I just kind of stumbled on this. It's called Beauregard. Can't take the other camera, I'm sorry. Beauregard, Testify. And this guy apparently was a wrestler. This is from 1971. He's a wrestler. And went to the studio to get some new entrance music made at Pacific Northwest, Portland wrestler. And had these guys create a new intro music for him. Would you show this guy off? Give a little front and back ski to that. Get up a little closer with it. Yeah. You can tell he's like a wrestler, but this is a Record Store Day reissue of this. And it turns out that Greg Sage from the Wipers and another cat from the Wipers is actually on this, but it's very psychedelic, like straight down the middle, like Jimi Hendrix kind of like, you know.
He's playing with his movies.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
but it was pretty cool. Portland royalty? You know this cat? Jay, I'm a pretty big wrestling guy, and Jay's a huge wrestling guy. Jay knew nothing of the gentleman. I'll bust through this as well. I picked this up on the stalwartness of Michael Pilmer. I know these guys. I've heard of them for the longest time. Anti-Scene. It's a punk band from, they're out of Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is just past Charlotte. So that's basically known as a Charlotte-based NC punk band that's been around since at least the 90s, probably the 80s, I guess. This is a 2010 live recording in a couple of places. Speedfest in Holland, and also, I wrote down the other one. Hold up. Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Wow, crazy. One of them is in front of 3,000 people, and the other one is in front of 30 people. Ain't that fucking crazy? Now that's punk rock, baby. 3,000 people and 30 people, respectively. And it's considered, I guess, like an EP, because there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6 songs on a goddamn 7-inch. Badass. Elizabeth! Anti-scene. Pilmer said he doesn't even know if he has this one, actually. So, I don't know. I've listened to a little bit of it. We'll check it out some more. And finally, from that dig with Carl, I was so stoked about this, man. I'll play the anti-scene after the show. Yeah, we'll do, man. We'll do. Remind me. You know how I be. I've hyped this band on the show for a lot of years now, and found them through a lot of the like social media channels that in the stoner rock doom community rely heavily on a couple of like bigger YouTube channels. Stone Metal of Doom, which has had the guys fairly right wing, which turns some certain people off, but also has made some, explicit sexual requests from female fans and like DMs and stuff. A little creepy, but has hipped me to a lot of music. I can't deny that. But Mr. Doom 666 is another one. No sexual misconduct, but same kind of channel. Anyway, if it wasn't for channels like that and just social media, I would not know of this band, Somali Yacht Club. And it's a Ukrainian band. Jay mentioned the Ukraine earlier. This is a 2018, I forgot this, it's a 2018 release called The Sea that got reissued last year. Now, because it's Ukraine, when you look for these things online, it's all these European distributors. So even though this is a $20 record or $25 record, by the time you pay shipping and it comes over here, you're talking about a $40 record. And I always put it in my cart, and then I look at it and I'm like, nah, fuck off. I'm not doing that. But this was local in Greensboro, North Carolina, and it was $15, man. $15. That's crazy. That's what we call COD timing. Really on the psychedelic edge of the stoner rock stuff. So it's not super aggressive and crazy. It's much more on like delay pedals and fucking just trippy vibes. And even like shoegazy at times. If you're a shoegaze fan, like My Bloody Valentine, like Slow Dive, like that kind of stuff. There's some elements of that at times, which is super cool because I love that shit too. But I just can't believe I found this local for like a good price. Like really, really happy to do that, man. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up now. Let's see if I can do this.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
you're muted on StreamYard.
Am I? How about now? You can't hear me on StreamYard? Oh, wait. How about now? Can you hear me on StreamYard?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
I gotta turn you down. But yeah, you're good now.
Okay. Hold up. I just got to make sure you're, I got to make you big enough.
Cover the logo. That's all I care about.
Oh, yeah. Of course, now it's all frozen and shit. But you're frozen and shit. Hold up.
Am I?
I mean, you're not. It's the, God damn it. Okay. It's all right.
Is it shitty?
No,
Do I need
No, you're good. You're good. It's this thing being stupid. I don't know why it's being like this, but hold up. We're good. Now we'll show up at all. Are you fucking serious? Okay. It's all right. Oh wait, it didn't even. Let me do something weird real quick. I got to get weird with it. Here's a weird. You have to cut off hardware acceleration. I'm guessing. System. Oh no, actually it was cut off. That's so weird. Now it's like gone. Okay, hold up. It'll take just a second. That's okay. Okay.
No rush.
We're just vibing. What you guys drinking tonight? That's what I want to know. I told you guys I'd fix it. You sons of bitches. Oh, it's going to be one of those where bananas can never figure it out. And everybody laughs and like, yeah, we figured it out, motherfuckers. You fuck bunch of cocksuckers. Hey, what's up, Scotty?
Not much. Glad you figured that out.
Hell yeah. Lickety split. Just like that. Clockwork. What's your...
forgetting which one I should watch. So I've got a few things to show.
Like, curious, how often are you buying records nowadays? Like, you got quite the collection.
I don't know. Lately I've kind of been on a kick, but I'll go like months where I don't, you know. But lately I've been getting something in every week.
But like because of the I know that the eclectiveness, if that's a term, of your collection, are you mostly online nowadays because you're probably specifically looking for certain things, right?
Yeah, more than I'd like to be. Yeah, because I'm just focused in. It's like this is what I've been looking for. Here it is. I'm never gonna find it in a store, you know.
Right. I'm starting to hit that point where it's like, I mean, nothing can replace that feeling or that vibe of like going into a local record store and like, oh shit, look what they have. But like, as your space gets limited and you're trying to like curate your own collection to like a certain point, you know what I mean? So I can walk in and be like, oh, I don't have this Grand Funk Railroad, which is a kick-ass band. But or you can go online and spend that money for something very specific that you're looking to fill a hole in your collection. And I'm starting to get to there, which is, you know,
being a little more selective. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like if I'm going to spend money, I want it to be exactly what I want. And I hate that for the local stores, but you know,
usually when I go in a local store, I'll find like something that's kind of pretty cool, you know.
I mean, this was usually, a perfect example this past week. I mean, I found stuff I was looking for and like wanted and stuff, but I can't feel myself doing the online like I want this specific thing.
For me, it's really with the 45s. Like, there's no way I'm gonna, you know. I mean, every now and then, rare occasion, I'll find something that's like on my want list for 45s, but it's super rare.
I will
There's
say
like one or two stores in town that like specialize in punk, and like they might have something, but it's pretty rare.
Something. Oh, Danny Walnuts! Thank you for the Submarino on YouTube, homie. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. Something that I've discovered, like when me and Carl went over to Hippo Records. This store it's close to actually my alma mater, so it's close to a college campus. Lots of like young hipster tight jeans, you know, like young chicks, like, you know, like with their boyfriends, kind of stuff. It's very different than a lot of record stores where it's like, you know, older cats that are bald with glasses, looking in the fucking dead wax for things. These people come in there and they're like, oh, it's Adele, you know, or like whatever, which is great, whatever, Mazel tov. But like,
all the stores in town are kind of like the younger crowd, but if you go like in the suburbs, there's a lot like that where it's the old guy with glasses.
Yeah, but this store gets a lot of traffic and a lot of different genres, and he's really heavy in metal and punk, metal especially, and it's a lot of stuff you don't know. Big U section, but I've noticed, and if you kind of sleep, you'll miss stuff over there. But the 7-inch section I'm like, dude, nobody's been through here in weeks. Like that Beauregard thing I showed, I mean, it was, I forgot to mention that was $1.99, by the way.
Wow. Yeah, that's.
I mean, right?
Awesome.
The anti-scene was a little more. It was like $7, but it's an EP. There's like 6 songs on that. I mean, that may be a minute long. I don't know, but it's like, I mean, that's a full-on EP. Also, and I put back, and this is retarded. There was an Alice Cooper 45 in a picture sleeve from 1980. I put back for 99 cents.
Is that the album with clones?
I don't know.
On the name.
It's like a white picture sleeve with just like his face. And I also put back a Tears for Fears, like the Shout 45 in the picture sleeve. Also 99 cents. Stupid. I should have bought both of those.
Yeah, that's one worth.
That album, the songs from the Big Chair or whatever, like that's.
Yeah, that's good.
I've actually been looking for that, and then I find a 45 from it. I'm like, 99 cents. I should probably put it back. For whatever reason, I don't know why. That would have not. It's not like that was like, oh, I don't know, Carl. I don't know if we got gas to get back home. I put back those 240. Let me just put back those 245s to make sure we can get back home. But anyway,
it starts to build up quick though when you're getting those dollar records. So even with 45s, I'm a little more selective. But
yeah.
Some bands like that. I mean, Tears for Fears, I have the full album, but there's some bands where it's like, if I get this 45 with this single, I no longer gonna feel like I need the album. You know, it's like it scratched that itch where it's like I've got the song I really want, but I don't need the album, and it's much nicer just to have the 7-inch then.
I still remember like Metal Theologian saying, like, you know, some of these bands that release these like hour-long records and stuff, and because I always like feel. I was talking to Fred about Surf Nicaragua from Sacred Reich, and I'm like, man, I just feel, and there's the Slayer EP reissues the same way, and I'm like, I feel like a fucking schmuck paying close to $30 for an EP, man. Like that's like, to me, that's a little yikes. But Metal Theologian said, like, for most bands, I'm pretty, like, an EP is like the appropriate amount of music. Like,
a good 4 or 5, 6 songs.
Boom. And you're like happy as shit, and the record ends, you're like, oh man, cool, let's go to the next one. Rather than like, man, how long is this side? Even a band you really love, you're still going like, how long is this side?
I hate to say it. There's sometimes where it feels like a chore. You know, it's like I just want to.
It really does.
Yeah, I don't know, and it shouldn't. But every now and then, I guess it's just, I don't know, not in the right mood or something. But
yeah. I mean, you got to be, you know, to like blast through a 55-minute album of something, even if it's something you really like, you got to be in the mood. It's got to be that's an endeavor. Like you're investing at that point. You know what I mean? Where like a single or a 7-inch or like a little EP is like you bang it. It's like then move on to the next thing. I don't know.
Perfect. I need to do more of the just playing one side thing too. You know, I always just. If it's on, I play both sides almost always.
Really? You always play like both sides of an album?
Almost always. If it's a double album, sometimes I'll skip the second or first record. But and I hate triple albums. It's like that's too much, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I like having the option.
I own some of it.
I like having the option, but literally almost never will I sit down and listen to the whole thing at one time.
Yeah.
Even a double album, I'm not, even when I'm off stream, I'm still doing album sides. That's where that came from, because that's what we do. We play a side, and then normally if somebody else is here, I get a side, then somebody else gets a side, and we keep going back and forth. And
that's true. I guess when I have friends over, I do sides because it's like limited time to play shit for them,
Yeah, if you're like the flip over guy, you're almost like an asshole at that point. You're like, no, you're gonna listen to this whole thing and you're gonna fucking love it, whole thing.
Exactly.
They're like, I don't know, man. I'm not a big nurse with wound guy. I don't know what you're doing, but
right, yeah. An hour of it, yeah.
Oh, and I gotta open the stuff you sent though.
Shit, you're gonna open it now. Well, I'm on.
You want to talk about some more stuff?
I could show some digs of the week.
Yeah. You do that.
Actually, these were last week. I showed them on Doctor and the Kid as well. Art Attack's a British punk band from the 70s.
Nice.
They finally reissued this, like the first time it was reissued. It was impossible to get.
I don't know that.
Their second one. They had a song, probably "I Am a Day," like that's their big one. That Soul Jazz Records does these like Punk 45 compilations, like full length LPs, and they did a UK one recently that had fun with it.
I opened that and I didn't look.
Got the Kinks, State of Confusion. This is actually the most, the newest Kinks album that I own, I guess.
Really?
I don't have anything newer than this. I mean,
what's past that? Because I have that one as well, and I really like it.
I think there's one more that's maybe like decent after it. I don't know.
The one with the
I haven't even heard anything past it. I'm blanking on what it is.
What's the white one? Is that "Do It Again, Do It Again"? Is that after that or before that?
That might be right before this.
Okay, because I love those. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the '60s.
Yeah. But they were able to like pull off style changes. You know, just I feel like they integrated into that '80s sound with this album pretty well.
Yeah, the '60s stuff is some of my my favorite stuff, but like the '80s is some of my favorite '80s records. Like that, I can't remember what's the name of that fucking white one. That's gonna drive me crazy. It's right here.
Someone in the gallery will.
It's actually like literally right here.
Missy U probably owns it.
That's actually, I own probably more Kinks records than almost anything.
I don't have a ton. I've been kind of trying to build that collection up a little bit, but for the longest time I just had a 2-disc greatest hits of like all the '60s stuff, and
I just showed. This is my. It's not. No, maybe it's not the best, and I don't have everything. But look.
Oh yeah.
Kinks low budget. That's
low
good.
Budget, yeah.
I've got a Spanish import of the Kinks Controversy.
Nice.
Here's Kinks Kingdom.
Hold it behind your mic more. There you go.
Little cheat for the. This is one of the best $2 finds I ever had. Something Else.
That's on my want list for sure. Yeah.
This is a place that me and Chris from Dixieland Forum used to go all the time.
That's always expensive every time I see it.
Yeah, it's pricey. Even back then, that was pricey. This is one of the worst ones. I think I have the Kinks Think Visual. This may be like 86. It's a little later.
Okay.
Then they went through that phase of like the concept stuff like in the 70s. I think this maybe this is later. I don't know. Misfits.
Oh, Misfits, yeah.
Is that 70s or 80s?
70s.
Yeah. Here's a Conda Kinks Canadian.
I always see Misfits at the store, and I never picked it up.
This is a great one. Conda Kinks.
Conda Kinks, yeah.
That's a Canadian. And here's I guess this may be a reprise U.S. Conda Kinks. I'm not a guy that owns multiple copies of things. I don't know why the fuck I bought that. But then the
Canadian one played backwards.
Yeah, Schoolboy Days. That's more the 70s conceptual stuff that they did.
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
Give People What They Want. That's a good 80s joint.
Oh, yeah. I do know that one.
State of Confusion. That's the one you showed, right?
Yeah, that's one, yeah.
And then this is the one I was looking for, Word of Mouth.
Oh.
It was literally the last one I showed.
So it must be, I think that is after this then.
But that first song, Massive Reductions, is that the one? No, it's called Do It Again. It's literally called Do It Again. But anyway. That's my Kinks collection.
That's awesome. That's good.
Hell yeah.
So what else? I was talking in the Discord with I think Eric Bauer.
Oh yeah.
This band, they're from Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Murder City Devils. I didn't realize it until you were playing Big Business, who I've seen a long time ago with the Melvins. The drummer from this band is the drummer in Big Business.
Yep. Cody. Yep.
Yeah, Cody. Yep. So it made me, when I found that out, I was like, man, I really want to get this album while I still can't. Like, it's one of those albums that's been on my want list, and I've seen like the number of copies for sale just dwindle over time. You know.
Have you seen that Murder City Devils documentary that was on Amazon?
I've seen videos. I don't know if I've ever seen a documentary.
Oh, it's good. I didn't
seen
even
like live concert.
I was talking about this the other day that I watch a documentary about like a rock documentary about a band that that I even hate. I'll still watch it. I used to be like in high school and college. I was much more. I would do that, but I watched them. Not that I hated them, but I literally had no idea who they were, and watched the documentary because it said like, oh, a tragic like da da da, and I was like, oh, okay, Pacific Northwest. I'm like, all right, let's see what this is about. And I watched it. I'm like, oh, this is great music, and like, but I still really don't know shit about them other than later when I got into big business, and I'm like, oh, Murder City Devils, yeah, I watched that. I still don't know their music, but
yeah, it's kind of good. It's interesting for the era of punk rock. Like this came out in '98,
yeah,
and I'd call it punk rock, but it's different than like the normal '90s pop punk stuff. Kind of like they had a organ and stuff in here. And there's a song on here about Johnny Thunders as well, called Johnny Thunders. But yeah, it's good, and I just thought I'd finally pull the trigger. You'll have to check out. I think I posted it in the Discord, but
drop a Discord link. Somebody said I'll have to do it in a minute.
The Edge of Quarrel. It's a movie that they did, or friends of them did, but the whole band's in there, and it's really shitty acting and everything, but it's a bit dramatic too. But it's all this. It's about punks versus hardcore kids.
Oh, cool.
in the 90s, and it's but not a documentary. It's like a fictitious story, you know. But it's kind of funny.
That's awesome.
And then James White was this sax maniac. James White and the Blacks. Sorry.
I like that cover.
Yeah, he was in the Contortions. They're part of that New York no wave kind of stuff. Like, yeah. And so, like, you wouldn't think it by the cover, but that's, like, what this is. It's really good. It's kind of random. I don't even know what you'd classify that stuff, but kind of punky. Anyway, that's all I've got.
Hell yeah. I love the broader strokes of punk. That's one thing that really turns me on is how wide that swath really runs. We talked about that recently, but like how wide that swath runs, and that people are, you know, okay with that. I think that's really cool. Because so many genres will shut you down if you deviate just a little bit outside of the like, oh, that's not metal. You think that's metal? It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. You know, like, I mean, punk can be the same way too. Like,
can be, yeah.
That's not weird, punk.
There's bands there's a lot of like retro redefining things too, like bands too. You know, it's like the term punk came about in like for this band, and now people are like, that's not punk. You know, whatever. Like some of those early New York bands. It's like that's the actual term punk was first used on these New York bands. So how can you say they're not punk? I mean, but it's like only the Ramones out of that group.
Right.
Now. But
he's more punk than me.
But it's interesting how that works out, and the whole post-punk thing, which is all stuff I like. But I don't know if I like the term, but I use it. You know,
yeah, it's just the easy. It's the path of easiest resistance. There. I mean, really, to where people are like, oh yeah, okay, I know what that means for the most part. Yeah.
Gives you a general sense of music. Yeah.
It's funny. I went through a phase where I kind of refused to use like those like micro genre terms because I'm like, that's fucking stupid. But then you try to describe a band and people are like, what do they like? And I'm like, and I'm dancing all around it, and I'm like, it's post metal. And they're like, oh, like Pelican or like fucking Russian Circles. And I'm like, yes, you're right. And that would have been easier if I would have just said post metal rather than being like, I'm not going to use that term. All right. So I'm pulling out. It was a 12-inch you sent. I opened it up, but I didn't see what it was. Ooh, the Moist Boys.
Are you familiar?
I've heard Dean Ween on guitars. Mickey Moist. So not only is Ween not his real name, Moist is also not his real name.
Right.
Hell
Another
yeah.
guy, the singer, he's kind of a Iggy Pop-like character. It's a good one.
Very cool. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks a lot. Recommended for play at maximum volume. Fucking A.
That album's out on Ipecac Records, too.
Oh, is it really?
Mike Patton's label.
Very cool. So when were these guys around? When were they playing?
So they actually just put out an album. Well, the last one was probably like 4 years ago. I don't know. They take long kind of breaks in between albums, but every 4 years they seem to come up with something. That one was from 2002, I think.
Yeah, I was seeing like 2001, 2002 on here.
2001, yeah.
Very cool. I look forward to checking that out. Yeah, I love stuff. I'm just like, I don't know. I have no clue.
Yeah. I think you'll like it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, dragon stuff. I got a box here. Oh my God. Now this is, I got to get up and show this. So, handle with care, phonograph records. But the best part about this, let me just show this, folks.
As a recycled. Gotta switch over. You go to the bathroom. Oh, there he is.
That's actually a shot from off the desk here. It says Agent Baby, which the funny thing about Agent Baby, it's an
I had no idea what that.
it's an inside joke for us, and it has to do with Jay. But literally none of us can remember what the fucking joke is. And I mean, like when Jay first started coming over, because me and Jay were buddies from like high school, but we lost touch and we didn't hang out for years. And then Jay reached out and was like, hey, somebody said you like collect records and like you got like a record like show. I'm like, yeah, dude, fucking come over. And then like ever since then, we started hanging out again. But we lost touch for like a decade kind of thing.
Man, is that when he was a football coach?
Yeah, he was doing something.
Or whatever.
He was a football coach and maybe a gigolo. I'm not really sure. But at some point we were joking around and we said something like Agent Baby. And I remember us all laughing like fuck and just like uncontrollably laughing about Agent Baby. And then we wrote it down on the desk. It's right here. It says Agent Baby. And then we still think it's funny, but we don't remember what the punchline was or why that's funny. Anyway. I love the sticker right here. It says some of these suck. Oh, whoa. It's a bunch of 7 inches because 12 inches wouldn't fit in this box, I'm guessing. Oh, my God. No way. His Children's Parade, Richard.
Which one is that?
Richard
Oh, yeah.
Dawson? Like actually Richard Dawson. Is this really like the real Richard Dawson?
Yeah, it's the real Richard Dawson. I think that's one that sucks.
Oh, I bet it doesn't. I bet it's perfect. I bet it's a perfect pizza. Pizza. One of the fiance will love this because we love the old match game. You know, he's a running contest or a panel member for the match game.
Yeah.
And they did this like special one weekend on Buzzer where they're showing the old ones, and it was all about how everybody like misspells things on the card. You know, when they hold it up because they're all drunk and stupid anyway. And there's one where Richard Dawson, he would always like pooch his lips out and like write what he's doing. And it was like, Richard Dawson, what do you have? It's like, what food would you want to have at your, I don't know, bar mitzvah or whatever? And he pooches his lips out and he writes his answer down and he holds it up. And it's pizza. P-I-Z-A. Period. P-I-Z-A period. And we laughed for fucking 45 minutes straight. Yeah, it's a Richard Dawson 45.
Wouldn't
P-I-Z-A period.
Aren't you the one that showed the was it like Playboy Mansion footage with?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Richard Dawson. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, right after that, it's a 45 with Gene Rayburn on it. It's a Gene Rayburn 45? No shot. And D. Finch. But it's actually. You want to show that off?
The song's about North Carolina.
Is it really? Oh, Way Up in North Carolina by Gene Rayburn. Are you serious? Get closer.
I put some effort into this one.
Oh, man. Holy cow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Cut out picture of him.
Yeah.
PICA period set. That's fucking amazing. Please take this. I'm so uncomfortable.
Okay. Okay. Trying to put these in places where I don't mess them up. I'm putting them on the bottom. That's what I'm doing.
This is the Wednesday night box, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Got to write that.
Oh, nice. Chuck Woolery. I've been wrong. Actually, Chuck Woolery.
He's been wrong.
Oh, he's been wrong. There's also a Chuck Woolery bass fishing video out there, which is pretty.
I have to look that up.
We have to watch the VHS. I'm sure that's out there. Oh, this is also Chuck Woolery. Naturally.
Oh yeah.
Naturally stoned.
Oh well.
That one's better. There was like some band he was in called the Avant Garde, but he
really?
wrote the song. Yeah. He wrote the song though, and he's in the band.
Oh my God. That is so awesome. This, you're right. This is like the Wednesday night stack right here.
That's exciting.
Let's see what we got here. Dick Clark. You found the lean picture. Open letter.
You know what? I actually had to pause an episode and take a screenshot of it. Paused. It's like I'm not putting a photo on here without him with his leg kicked out.
If you guys don't know, we watch a lot of game shows over on Wednesday night on the Twitch stream, and one of my favorite things is Card Sharks is number one. Anyway, Pyramid is up there. Pyramid's a top 3 or 4 game show of all time. The Dick Clark Pyramid, and at the end of the big game, if the people didn't get it, Dick Clark would come over and like all lean up on the rail, and I always joke like he puts his foot up like this, like What if I was to say something you would bring to a funeral? Oh, ham salad, you know. But that's the picture. Look at the picture on this. If you can see, yeah, look at that.
It also looks like he's reaching for something.
He's got the. That's a nice stance. That's a good. Oh no.
He's like full weight on that railing.
I just saw the next one, and I'm getting ready to have my period live on the air right now.
Shit.
That's impressive.
Maybe I should sign off for that.
He's making pants babies.
Smoke that cigarette by fucking Bob Eubanks.
No, shut your whore mouth to me.
Yeah, when I saw that, I think that's what started this whole thing. I saw that, and it's like, all right, I've got to look up other people.
Oh my God,
What a fucking
dude.
You said his name wrong. Bob.
I can't remember if it lives up to its name or not.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Oh my God, you betcha, Banks. Oh my God. And then this other one here, what is this? Buck Biloxi.
Pardon?
Put you in the gulag. Okay. What are you saying? Saying I spend a lot of time in the gulag?
That's a cool punk band. They're around like new.
Yeah, I'm sure that was
Very cool. Like last several years?
Yeah, that came out this year.
This year. Hey, had you heard that Japanese band I was talking about?
You know, something was familiar about it, but no, off the top of my head, I must not have.
I would highly.
Someone else played them.
I I would highly recommend that. You would dig that. It's
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out.
real like over the top, like fuzzy and like gnarly, like the schizos. Like yeah,
Oh yeah, I like that.
nice little. Is that red or orange? That's red. Very cool. Can't wait to check that out. Wow, these were killer, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't wait to play these, man. Now I gotta go get another Walmart 7-inch box.
Oh shit, were you filled up?
I don't know. I mean, I got like my mom's all. I told my mom like I got a lot of her stuff, and some of it's like, you know, legit and shit. But like I can't take it out of this cardboard box that I know is the same cardboard box like when I was a kid. I can't take it out of that box, even though it's. I did hand pull a couple like Superman, the Click that I played on Bizarro Stream. It's some other stuff like that I did pull out and I put like in a sleeve and put down, but some of it like it belongs in
all
a
of my
box.
children's records are still in the case. Like that's where I'm not gonna file them in my collection for many reasons. But it's also like I don't know. I can't picture them not being in there.
Yeah, exactly, and honestly, that stuff I'm looking at, they're up there, but that stuff it stayed in that box up in my parents' attic in the South for decades without melting or getting super fucked up.
Good.
So I'm like,
good.
I don't think they're going to get any more messed up than what they are right now. I say that until we get a hold of them. I mean, we'll fuck up anything.
Yeah. Might be some needle scratches or something.
God, I could fuck up a cup of coffee if you give me a chance, but some of the newer stuff I'm picking up, and hey, worst liar ever, raiding with a party of 9. Folks, welcome to the warmest stream on the net. Let me tell you.
Hey, worst liar.
Yeah.
I was watching him play some cool games the other day.
He's still doing some weed runs?
Yep.
Hell yeah. That's the homie. Thank you so much, dude. Hell yeah. I need to do more retro streams. I think with retro games, though, I get pissed off. And, the Coconut Man is now a friend of the program. Thank you for the follow, homie.
Wow.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Thanks a lot, man. I probably shouldn't have a,
Do that.
I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't eat pistachio pudding over the microphone.
I've been really into butterscotch lately.
Pistachio is my jam. Actually, my favorite.
Mood.
My favorite thing in the world. Actually, I've asked for it for my birthday several years. Is like I like a nice graham cracker pie crust, like filled to the brim with pistachio pudding. So it's like it makes a pistachio pie.
Nice.
I think that's the greatest tasting thing ever. So, yeah.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Are there others waiting to?
Oh, I didn't even look. I
Or
was just locked in. No, it's just you. It's
Alright.
the you show.
You
We'll
kick me off whenever.
okay. Well, I do have to take a break for a little commercial break, and then we'll come back with a so to speak and chip chat. So
Sounds good.
we'll see if you're still here. You're still here. If I think you're frozen now because I dipped over.
Cool.
God damn it. Oh no, he's gone. And just like that, folks, he's gone. If anybody wants to come over for somebody wants to come over for so to speak and chip chat, you can do it right there. But we'll give me a minute. I'm gonna take a quick break, and we'll I promise. Just stay tuned.
Now here, please. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. You take your Amazon Prime, you link your Twitch account, then you get one free subscription to your favorite Twitch channel, like a grown man record night. I like it at Mikey Bananas. He a funny guy, and a good looking too. Jay, not so much. Oh, I understand. How about some free soup then? Link Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and subscribe to Grown Man Record Night for free. You gain access to sub badges and exclusive chat emotes. Subject to credit approval, void where prohibited by law. See Twitch Podcaster for complete details.
In the two-dimensional world of video dots and dashes, flat blips and formless blobs, one video arcade game soars a dimension above the rest. Saxon! Experience the control as you climb and dive. Feel the power as you attack and evade. Discover a new level of excitement with the true feel of action in 3 dimensions. Saxon, from the master design engineers of Sega.
If you're using drugs, you're digging your own grave. There's no hope with dope.
Nerf football, rah, rah, rah. You can watch it go. Nerf football, rah, rah, rah. Easy to catch and throw. You can go for the long bomb. Punt and retrieve. It's easy to grip when you pass or receive. Nerf football, rah, rah, rah. You can watch it go.
Nerf football from Parker Brothers.
Fuck you, Baltimore! If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend, you're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars. Bad deals. Cars that break down. Thieves. If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill, you can kiss my ass. It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker. You'll fall for this bullshit. Guaranteed. If you find a better deal, shove it up your ugly ass. You heard us right. Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your tray. Bring your timer. Bring your wife. We'll fuck her. That's right, we'll fuck your wife. Because at Big Bill Hell, you're fucked 6 ways from Sunday. Take a hike to Big Bill Hell, home of challenge pissing. That's right, challenge pissing. How does it work? If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet, you get no down payment. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off. Only at Big Bill Hell, the only dealer that tells you to fuck off. Hurry up, asshole. This event ends the minute after you write us a check. And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker. Go to hell. Big Bill Hell's Cars. Baltimore's filthiest and exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland. Guaranteed.
All right, folks, thanks for staying with us here on another live episode of Grown Man Record Night. Doing a little so to speak and chip chat tonight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, look.
What's up?
Look at Vapey McVaperson over here. Fucking.
I think I'll keep with your graphic theme earlier from the Halloween.
Okay.
Dildo Baggins is my name.
Gotcha. All right, hold up. I'm trying to get you in here. Up there's paused. I'm doing this and I'm coming back. Move around. Yeah, you're moving. You're so static. I couldn't tell if you were moving or not. For fuck's sake. There we go.
You just sit here and rock the whole time.
It's Dildo Baggins, everybody. So what's been going on?
Not much. Busy week. I was in Winston most of the week, actually.
With
the
Me too.
Black Theater Festival.
Inappropriate.
It was fun. It was a good time. Shot a lot of cool stuff.
What makes that different than regular theater, Aaron?
It's all black people.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I've
it started like in, I think they said 89. It's been around a long time.
Yeah, what's his name? Larry Leon Hamlin started it, and but used to get like John Amos from Good Times was there every year. I remember there was a spoken word thing from Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Oh, nice.
Did like a poetry slam thing.
There was somebody from, I think Good Times There on the opening night thing. But somebody was like, "Oh, did you see so-and-so?" I was like, "No. There's too many people." There's a ton of people that like I recognize, but like I don't know anybody's name.
Yeah. I used to go do news stories and stuff there, but and I made their commercials for a while too. They would always send in VHS tapes that I had to like rip off and use for commercials, and I'm like, dude, this looks like just asshole garbage. Well, why are you using this? Surely somebody can shoot modern footage of like whatever. Anyway,
Some sweet 480 6i footage.
Yeah, it was something else. But yeah, we're going to see Elder on Monday.
Yes, I'm super pumped about that.
Hell yeah. Even though it's a Monday, I'm still pumped about it.
Well, if you get too tired, you can come sleep on my couch.
That's Cameraman lives right down the street too, and I was like, that's what I was trying to weigh the other night. Like everybody was like, no, go home, because I was like,
it would suck to have to like drive back to. Well, you'd probably have to drive home first, and then you go. So you'd have to leave at what, like 6?
Yeah, it's like, do I go home at like 1 or 2 in the morning and get home late, or do I like crash and get up at like 6 and go to work like straight from Raleigh?
That doesn't sound fun to me. I'd rather just power through and drive back.
I mean, nothing's fun. Nothing's
It's true.
Literally nothing's fun ever. If I'm not doing this show, nothing's fun. I mean, that's the bottom line.
There's another show that I want to go to in September. It's Clutch and Helmet are playing the Ritz here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That should be a good one.
I forgot the Ritz is back. That's where I saw the Deftones. Saw some other bands.
There's quite a few bands coming through that I want to hit up. Architects are coming in, I think late September. I don't know if you listen to them at all. But.
I don't think so. I'm familiar
and then
with Michael
King Buffalo's at Cat's Cradle into September.
Very cool.
And then Craig Robinson is playing the Improv. I might
really?
go to that. Yeah.
Double Daryl.
Add him to my signed Office DVD cover.
Do you have to find his power cable to be able to?
I found it in the plant.
Yeah.
I actually have some chips with me if you want to do some chip chat.
All right, hold up. Let me do a little soda speak, because this is let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. Whoa. I always feel like this is halfway through when I pick up this video.
Soda speak. Oh, the intro?
Yeah. I can't hear it. Like I can't monitor that, but it always feels like it's halfway through when I pick that up. I don't know. So I did pick up. I'm back on the low carb program. Pretty hardcore. I've been pretty stalwart about it. And there's a fantastic brand. We've done a couple of these on the show. I don't have a tight shot to show you here. Fit Soda. This is a root beer vanilla float. Let's see if I can. I've got to take a deep dive on this. In the butt. Benefits with bubbles, it says.
Ooh.
Aminos for recovery. That's what I need.
I think I've had a couple lap dances by Bubbles.
Yeah, he asked me for your number.
We go way back.
Aminos for recovery, electrolytes for hydration, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Wouldn't that be nor preservatives? Sugar-free, boom, and vegetarian. Namaste. Yeah, it's a good-looking ingredient list. What do they use to sweeten this? It's a sucralose. So in terms of the glycemic index, a sucralose is a little better than an aspartame is garbage. You might as well drink a full-on Coca-Cola.
What's the flavor of this one?
Root beer vanilla float. So not just a root beer, but a root beer vanilla float. I'm kind of interested.
It's probably gonna taste like dirt.
Well, I've had these before. They're pretty good.
It's gonna taste like a Dr. Enough.
Oh, it does. I was about to say it does smell like root beer, and it kind of does. But you know what? It also really smells like
dirt.
Copenhagen.
Oh, nice.
It really does. I'm not kidding. That smells like dip all day long. That smells like dip.
There's just a bunch of dudes chewing,
God,
spitting into cans and selling them.
Why is that making my dick hard?
Is all you can think about is Copenhagen.
It tastes like dip. Elizabeth! Come drink this and tell me what the first thing you think of. So it's a root beer vanilla float.
Right.
Tastes like dinosaurs.
But I have a different flavor in mind when I smell it first. What does that smell like?
Root beer. Did you
Okay.
read what they said on the back of the box?
No.
It's weird.
Okay. But drink it. I think it smells and tastes like Copenhagen.
Never. Well, no, that's not true.
It smells and tastes like dip to me.
Is it like the energy drink from The Office? It's penis flavored with coconut.
I don't like it. It's not very good. The back of the box says crafted with BC. That's the part you're talking about.
Yeah, and it calls itself the anti-soda.
Crafted with BCAAs. Branched chain amino acids are essential amino acids.
No, like
Leucine. Huh?
the paragraph talking about water and shit.
Blotter.
The box.
There's a blotter paper in there.
Oh, here we go. Okay, life is hard, bubbles are good. Fit Soda was birthed in the Rocky Mountains by men and women who play hard and snack even harder. Okay, that seems like a pretty big leap. It's tough to work hard all day and then sit down and relax with a nice glass of water. Facts. Actually, I do it every day. If we're totally honest, water is boring, which is why people spend billions of dollars every day to add flavor to it. Why can't we have our cake and eat it too? If billionaires are going to colonize Mars, then we want to drink bubbles that taste nostalgic and help our bodies and minds perform. The fuck did they just write? What? Do you feel the same question mark? I'm not fucking sure because I don't know what I just read.
Wait, you said this is from Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Weed
they were
City.
They were high as shit when they wrote this.
Then grab a Fit Soda and bubble hard, my friend. You said you have a telephone number?
Yeah, I wrote down on the index card, and that's why I put Denver under the company name.
Index card.
Obviously, you couldn't. Don't make me do this.
Yeah, you put it somewhere. Oh, it's right here.
You're doing this to me on purpose.
I got a burp that's stuck.
I say we get them on the horn.
Do it.
What's that? Let's see, 844-255-6467.
Yeah, Scotty, I'm gonna leave a review, and I didn't even drink the soda. Murphy's oil soap.
No, it's not. Aha.
Thank you for calling. Please leave a message and your call will be returned as soon as possible.
Good evening. This is Mikey Bananas from the Grown Man Record Night program. We're doing a segment we do on our live internet program called Soda Speak. We've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of sodas and really enjoy the fit sodas that you guys do. And we've tried several of them. Tonight we're trying the root beer vanilla float, and I love the benefits of your sodas and what you do, like health wise. It's really good. I can't get past something though. This when I opened it up, it smelled like Copenhagen snuff to me, and then I think that kind of infected my snoodle. And when I actually went in for a sip of it, it actually kind of tastes like Copenhagen or a Skol or something. But I love what you guys are doing to try to make sodas that are better for you, and even better than diet sodas, because diet sodas will mess you up too. But hope you had a great weekend, and coming back on a good old Monday, you're gonna have a great week. This is you gotta set the tone. That's what Mondays are for. You setting the tone for the rest of the week. God bless. Have a good week. No, they'll call you.
Not the infected snoodle.
Yeah, I mean, it really went right up there.
It wasn't bad. It
It's not bad, but I really got that in my head, and I couldn't get it out of there. Yeah. So you said, Aaron, you got something like chip-wise to do. What do you got?
Yeah, I do. So we have 2 little kids, 5-year-old and 2-year-old. So we're always looking for healthier options for chips, even though that's not what I like. But
right.
But I was eating some earlier, and they're actually pretty good. These are made out of chickpeas.
Oh yeah.
They're kind of like a cheese doodle type thing.
I like a chickpea chip. Are there's some other like veggie chips and crisp that are actually pretty good, and puffs?
But these are like vegan and plant-based, kosher. You get these certified kosher? No, I mean like it's cool. But yeah, they're pretty good, So
But what's better about them health-wise is what I want to know.
Oh fuck, I don't know. Probably nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, serving size is 1 ounce, is usually what a cheese puff is.
Yeah.
170 calories. So that's probably not any better.
Now, like stereotypically, if you're gonna go like just straight up like Cheetos, are you a crunchy guy or a puff guy?
Crunchy.
You're a crunch. Everybody's a crunchy guy. I'm a puff guy. I'm puff all day long.
If we have puffs, I'll eat those too. I don't give a shit. But
I love how the puffs like disintegrate in your mouth, like styrofoam.
Yeah, you can just hold them there and they just disappear.
Yeah, they do this on like little weird thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like cotton candy or something.
Yep. It's a cheesy, artery hardening cotton candy vibe. I don't know, but yeah, I like that. Actually, I was telling my mom the other day because she was telling me about some puff she had. And I said, man, you know what's the best puff we ever had, or at least for me on the show? It was a Harris Teeter, which is a local grocery store here in the Southeast. Like one of their like store brands, but it was like a honey. I don't even know if it was a honey barbecue. I think it was just a honey, or like it was something very. It was really sweet, but man, it was so fucking good. And I don't even know if they sell them anymore, but way better than any like Cheeto like name brand puff I'd ever had. So good. And
I'm a big fan of the jalapeno.
The Utz, yeah.
The Cheetos ones, yeah.
The Utz puffs are really good. They do a jalapeno one of those that's kind of spot on the money, man. But
I think it was last week or the week before I bought a bag of those. Was it the Cha-Ching brand?
Yes.
Dude, they're really good for as cheap as they are.
What flavor did you get?
Just the regular plain.
I love the plain. I think the Ripple is even better, but barbecue, it's the best barbecue you can get.
I haven't tried the barbecue one.
It's so sweet, and so but that's why they're so good. I mean, it's like they took like a barbecue chip and just dumped a bunch of sugar in the bag. Which
that's what makes a chip good, right?
Of course,
sweet.
If you're already eating chips, fuck it. I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like if you're
not a chip, but I ate some of these earlier too.
Yeah, they give me diarrhea. I do the cayenne almonds, and those do give me diarrhea.
I ate a lot of the wasabi.
Oh, I love the wasabis.
Wasabi soy sauce or whatever it is.
So I'll do for our. Oh, I didn't even do a thing.
Potato chips, how my mouth does dip. Potato chips, how my mouth does dip.
Excesso calorious. Excesso. There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying. Oh, thick. Papas. Look at that. Es delicioso. Excesso calorious. I love that on the intro, Bill from Bill's Box of Sound is on there, because that's where these chips came from. Sent that big-ass, huge box.
Canadian
chips. This is a Canadian chip he picked up and sent to us last week. Oh, Miss U with 100 biddies. Thanks a lot, Miss U. Literally shaking the sleep from my mind. Come on, Miss U, get a grip. Do a lap. We'll do one with you. Come on. It's the weekend. You got time to sleep it off. Flavors from India. Ooh, flavors from India. Cream and onion.
Just cream and onion? That's all it says?
That's what it says.
There's cream of onion.
It says savory and it says delicious. So it's a Canadian chip with an Indian flavor. Eastern Indian. Not a West, that's East Indian, right? Not West Indian. I'm West Indian.
Depends on how far you go east or west, I guess.
That's heady, dude. That's out there, bro. But I mean, my kind
Door's flat, so that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's cool. It's got the little Canadian thing on the top. Made in Fabrique au Canada. Those guys don't know what they're doing up there. It's kind of funny. Fucking America Junior trying to make things happen. Give me a break.
Do the Canadian chip bags? Do they have more chips in them?
Actually, it kind of feels like it. It's a rippled chip, a ridged chip. Smells really good. It's got the kind of the sour. I mean, you would imagine sour cream and onion.
Yeah.
A
nice crunch. Nice chip nats.
Nice. You show the bag off. Nice crunch. Nice crunch. They seem thicker. They seem thicker than your standard like Ruffles sour cream and onion, which there is a Ruffles sour cream and onion. So that's my first thought is like, okay, well, what's the different from that and this? There is a slight difference in flavor from what I can remember. It's been a long time since I had a straight up like Ruffles sour cream and onion.
That's one of my go-tos. If I'm in like a gas station or something.
Yeah.
The sour, either that or the cheddar and sour cream. Ruffle.
Yeah. I tell you what used to be my go-to, like when we're in the band and playing like on the road all the time. Fuck.
Hot pickle.
I did do the hot pickle. But you guys remember the Tom's chips? They're still Tom's, but Tom's did a buffalo wing and blue cheese chip, and it's the first buffalo wing chip I ever saw. This is back in the early 2000s. So, buffalo wing and blue cheese chip, and I would get they only sold them in the small bags. I'd get a small bag of those. A king size Nutrageous, which is my favorite candy bar of all time.
That is a good candy bar. I feel like it's very underrated as well.
Absolutely. I don't even know if they still make them.
I think they do.
I'll do those two things, and then a 24 ounce of Coors Banquet. All three of those together was I'm in the back of a van. We may have been smoking a little something or whatever. Maybe probably drinking already, but we're stopping at a convenience store. That's what I would always get.
That's a great idea, Merv.
What'd he say?
He said Uber the bag over to my house so I can try one. It's only like, what, about 80 miles-ish?
2.5 hours, right? That's child's play.
Why is Finn gagging over there?
Because I just ate that off the floor, and there's like so much animal hair here. I mean, I don't care. Dude, I've done far, far, far worse than that.
We don't have to listen.
The French fries out of the trash can. Don't tell the story. All right, I won't tell it.
Or the clothing items that you just find in
I ate a
beanie that you just found.
Whopper out of a dumpster. That's another story for another time.
It's prison parking lot.
Chapstick in a prison parking lot.
Yep.
Oh, I did do that, didn't I?
Yeah.
No, sorry.
A regular George Costanza.
Yeah. I think it's a shock value thing.
No.
There was something else what was I going to mention? It was even worse than that. Beating that hobo to death because he owed me he said to give me a cigarette, and then he killed a hobo.
Yeah.
They're not real people. All right, let's wrap this up. For fuck's sake, what are we doing?
I'm gonna bring all my older records to the show and hold them during the show, and then have them signed
again. You should do that. You should totally do that.
All like 6 of them or whatever they are.
Yeah, that'd totally be worth it. I didn't mean to do the graphic. You froze. I had to like unfreeze it. Hobos deserve it. Now it's fucking quote of the night. What are we gonna play first? Play Bob Eubanks.
Oh my god.
You got it, Murph. Folks, we're going over to the other. What?
Oh, I was gonna.
No. We're going to go over to the Twitch side of things. If you're not following us on Twitch, please, for God's sakes, come over there, and we're going to play a few more record albums tonight before we sign off. And it's going to be a good weekend, man. Really looking forward to it. Nobody gives a fuck but me, but it's okay. Call of Duty Champs weekend. Green Wall, even though they lost tonight. Go Optic. Going to be watching that shit all weekend. We've got the Hydra sessions tomorrow night. It's going to be a good time. Really.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And I think the OG crew's back. Randy's there, John's there. It's gonna be good stuff. So you guys go check that shit out.
You should definitely throw some Bob Eubanks in there.
No, I'm not playing.
I thought you were on this one.
No.
Okay.
They're back to the regular schedule. And I'm gonna try. You guys want if I jump on there, somebody at the end of the show, somebody remind me in the chat, like, dude, you said you wasn't gonna get on there. Tell me to get off of there. I told Bizarro, I was like, don't let me get on there anymore.
It's 20 to 3. Call Jay right now. He never gave us the punchline of the Elton John show or joke.
I should. I'll call.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'll call his mom and get her to wake him up, because I got her number. It's actually higher on the speed dial than Jay.
Call his boss. Is he at work yet?
You know, from fucking. That was the joke. See, that was the joke. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. It's late as fuck. I don't, there's still there's still a bunch of people watching, for fuck's sake.
30 people.
Don't you guys have anything better to do? Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't because I live here, but.
This is like the fucking hour a night, and you guys are over here. I'm trying to find the Twitch graphic, which I can never find. Boom. Double boom. Come over to the Twitch, listen to some records with us, and then we'll sign off over there. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. As always, yeah. Appreciate you guys. Later.